Everybody, I know we haven't made public yet. So let's get some of the links up there and start becoming public. So we'll start with tracking my cursor. Or make sure I don't got Ketty or my trackball. Do you think you do this enough that you figure it out, right? All right, we got some good news to cover, and we'll cover that in a second. Somebody else suggested this program for me. And I'm talking about the USDA direct loans for housing. Stan CT got me the information I needed for that, along with information from a real estate agent in Little Rock, Arkansas, which covered it in detail, which is great because this is exactly what I need to get started with. So the first question that's being asked by me is, everyone, do I have to do anything specific for this loan besides obviously apply? Duh, that's obvious. Everyone. Okay. So, okay. Let's turn this volume down so it doesn't blow my ears out. Let's switch this to public. And, the minute I don't have to do this BS is the minute somebody is going to make me regret it. I'm not kidding you. Honestly, I don't think I can even win against some of these people. Okay. Anyway, so here's this. Good morning, everybody. Officially, this is MicheleMarieDalene, and of course, today we're going to cover a couple different things. Number one, John Heyman, I think it was John Heyman that originally suggested this, but I did ask Stan CT to look into it and gave me the information I need to know about it. Based on the requirements, I'm eligible for it. And so is Winston. Okay, there is these USDA direct home loans. If you have an area that has a population of less than 35,000 people, and you're below the very low medium income, you can get the USDA direct home loans instead of going through a regular mortgage. If you are in moderate income and above, you can get through the bank. They have another program. This is a 501 and 502 programs. But for the very low income, which for my median area is about $56,000, you can get it set up so that you only have to pay 20% of your monthly income would be going towards the loan payback. And there's I think that they figured the total home costs associated with the house would have to be under 47% of your income. So which means you would still have money left over. How you doing, Darnell? So, given what the realtor said on the YouTube channel talking about it, is that I am eligible for it. She gave a website for me to click on to see if my area qualifies and Winsted does. Okay, because Winston has a population of less than 35,000 people. Of course, the reality is downtown Winston does not have any houses for rent or for sale. Sorry, for sale. The requirements: it can be a house, it can be a condominium, it can be a townhouse attached to another townhouse. Um, and it can even be mobile homes if they are on a fixed location, which there is a mobile home park up here. They just renovated it. It's on the other end in the town. So that would be good. But single family homes on the main street in Winsted is like hen's teeth. There really isn't any. Okay? So what I'm gonna do is maybe this afternoon is I'm gonna go down to the local real estate agent in my area after I go to the USDA's website and double check and check with the realtors buying a home steps checklist that she has created. So that will help me to make sure I do this in the right order and not do it crap ass backwards. Okay? See, the way real estate agents look at it is the first thing they're going to ask you, how much money is the bank going to assign you for a mortgage? Okay. But this is the direct USDA direct loan. So is this really through a bank? No, because you can get the one that does work with your participating lender, such as Northwest Community Bank, or that's for moderate income. Okay, but for low and very low income, the USDA directly administers it. So that's something to keep in mind. Housing must meet HUD 4000.1 guidelines. Okay. And the other thing is your income can be no higher than the local region's 115% of the poverty line for your region. This is what I looked on the other website that she recommended to see what my income falls, and it's well below the minimum guideline. So, for the case of people on who are self-employed, you have to have about 2 years of bank statement tax returns. And I asked her the question. I said, "What about people in SSDI?" Because that's what I get. I get SSDI because YouTube doesn't bring enough money in to consider the income. Trust me, you can't even live on this income on YouTube. It does not at this point. But at 1,306 subscribers, maybe that will change. Okay, maybe in January, maybe we'll have 18,000 subs or not 18,000. I wish 1,800, maybe. Okay, so the good news is then you would have your own home ownership and you would be able to have who sleeps late? I do. I don't sleep that late. It's 10:02. I got up at 8:30 in the morning. How late do you think I got up? Central heating, by the way, is on now. No, I get up. I went live a regular time. I came on here exactly a little bit earlier than that. I came in about 9:58. Is actually when they started out with the private link, and then I went public just about about 6 minutes ago. So I'm not late. I'm actually on time. So I guess that would be something to talk about is why is homeownership such a big deal? And I'll tell you why. home ownership is a big deal because you got something that has equity. You get equity in your home. You do not get equity in an apartment. You cannot, for example, if you really had to put a second mortgage against your house, or use what they call a reverse mortgage to actually take some equity of your home and take it out as cash. I wouldn't recommend doing that, but if you need to, you can do it. Yeah, I know it's getting cold. Like my landlord finally got the central heating on. Well, the show is always at 10 a.m. That's when the show is. It's at 10 in the morning. It hasn't changed. It's the same time every day. Monday through Saturday. 10 a.m. until usually 12 or 1 o'clock in the afternoon. How are you doing, Krista? I didn't get a chance to explain this to Krista either, so I'll explain this again real quick. Everybody talks about those USDA loans for houses. I'm eligible. And Winstead is eligible as a place to get a USDA home loan. So, maybe now, the next thing to do is to go talk to reality executives down here on Main Street and actually see what homes are in Winstead that would meet my transportation requirements. But we may need to tour around the place to look at houses. So, usually the reality executives guy would bring us down there, but I could use your help to go with me. So, maybe help me answer some questions. What does it have to do with agriculture? Good question. That's the thing is they said it has to be in a rural area. They define a rural area as a place with less than 35,000 people. But that's a great question. What does that have to do with agriculture? I don't know. It's a rural area, and consider anything less than 35,000 people a rural area. Great. So just let me know what days are good. Maybe next Friday. No, maybe not because I gotta get Ed out of bed for his doctor's appointment. But maybe Tuesday. Maybe we can do a Tuesday this week. Let me go down and talk to reality executives tomorrow or today. I'm gonna try to go down there this afternoon. And after review again this commentator's piece, she even gives it steps to how to acquire a home. So I'm going to look at that first and see, do we talk to the real estate agent first? Do we do the direct loan application first? Anytime you get involved with the government, and then I'm sure there's a waiting list. I don't think it's going to be instantly like, you're in. Well, they're nice, but yeah, maybe next Tuesday. Yeah. Okay, how did they go? How did it go for them, Wigtoe? Yes, I know, I know what you mean. Yeah, exactly. How hard was it for them to apply? It sounds like as long as you have the certain criterion, it's almost like you're guaranteed to get it. You, Krista, and Ray would also be eligible too if you wanted to relocate to someplace that you like and it's has a backyard, and the trouble was finding a place in a qualified area rural. Well, guess what? Winston is qualified as rural. So is Winchester Center, by the way. So yeah, you can stay right here in Winston. I put in my street address for this house, this building, and it said, "Oh, 112 Main Street. Yeah, that area is rural. That's why you're eligible." So, but there is no really single family houses in downtown Winston that I would consider. They're as rare as hen's teeth because most everything's MDUs. Where we live in Winston is rural. Yeah. Free subsidization government money to prop up the civilian economy. Actually, I think this program was created under the time of Donald Trump. I don't think this was created by Biden. I don't think Biden created this program. I don't talk to the girl anymore, or I'd ask her more questions. You know what they consider what is way low, very low income in Winston? $56,000. 54,000. I'm sorry, $54,000 for a family of one. That means that, oh yeah, you qualify. Well, renting with Jimmy's not bad, but I would like to have my own house so I can have my own equity, my own home. So, what happened to your friend anyway? Did you guys have a falling out, or was it just a little bit too difficult to keep in contact? What do you tell? Well, let me get some people on the panel here before we forget. Let's get the panel links up. Ugh. I think I got here on my trackball. Yep. You got cat hair on my trackball again. Alright. Okay, so donates. She was an odd one. Not Mon. Oh, really? Okay, so she wasn't. So she didn't really have her head together. Yeah. Well, you know what the thing is. So, donations. Copy that. Paste that. Pop that. Boom. Okay. Pin it. Okay. G-Meat. So last night we drove our truck off a bridge. Gee, Mr. Carter, I'm sorry we drove our truck off the bridge. Didn't mean to. No, actually, seriously, I think I gotta adjust the steering wheel linearity on my Xbox controller. See, this is my steering wheel. Trying to drive that truck with a little trackball is like kind of hard, and I end up sometimes I overcompensate because what happens is it doesn't have a very good deadband on it. I notice that even if I don't touch the trackball or the singer trigger, whatever, singer joystick, it still kind of slowly turns the wheel all the way up. It's like, yow! So, like, so what I'm going to do is see if I can figure out if there's any way I can set, the deadband. I had the same problem also with the camera, too. Originally, I would set the control on, all of a sudden, the camera would start slowly panning around my truck. And it's like, wait, I'm not even touching the control. Why are you moving the camera on me? There was a button for that. Yeah. So it is an Xbox 360 controller. Yeah. It was cheap too, because it was actually, because I had one originally before we sold the other Xbox that we had. Ed got it for free, and then he and I had plugged it into the computer, so I installed the driver. So I figured, well, since I have it, I just grabbed the same controller. I bought mine with the Xbox chat pad, which plugs in on the bottom. But unfortunately, to my dismay, the chat pad doesn't work with the driver for the Mac. Someone says it works fine in Bluetooth. I don't have a Bluetooth controller, so yeah. So yeah. Anyway, so back to the main thing. So yeah, if you can get a house, with that kind of a deal, I mean, first of all, if I applied for this, it wouldn't be probably until spring, because, I mean, I'm not going to go rushing out there and go in the dead of winter trying to figure out how to move all the stuff from point A to point B. I didn't do it now. Yeah. Next time I have a kid, I name her Michelle. I get to say to her mommy and say, Mama, how come every time I try to find the little signs and stuff with me, I can't find anything with my name? Your name is Michelle, that's why. um, I think somebody recently said in this yeah, there's a small hole in the seat. Feels like it's burnt leatherette. Somebody was doing something hot on this chair. Well, that's not me. I don't know. I don't set her in this chair anyway. Pretty much. Well, the thing is what would happen is, let's say I did get a house. The worst thing to do is find a place that's not too far away. I mean, Wichita, Kansas, I'm sorry, does not meet rural. But there are towns in Kansas that do. If I wanted to go to some of those towns, they're pretty small. Yeah. What about for a girl that can't stop eating Munchell? I'm munching my boo! Munchell, shut up! um, we had this. Yeah. So, panel time. Yeah, where's my cursor? I swear to God, this thing is going to give me an ulcer. How did you say that, Mr. Trump? because this computer is not great again. The computer is okay, Mr. Trump. It's just, yeah. Hi, Paul. How you doing?
Good morning, Michelle.
So I checked out the situation with the USDA loans, and it turns out that I
Okay.
am qualifiable.
Oh, nice. What do you? Yeah.
Yep.
Is that something you'll have to pay back, or is that free
Yeah.
money?
And you have to pay it back. You pay no more than 20% of your income per month towards the loan. So
It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
So if you make it easy, if you make $1,000 a month, Glitch wants to
You
come on.
pay $200.
Good morning, Glitch. Yeah, it's like $200 for the mortgage.
That's not bad at all. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Glitch. Good morning, Glitch.
So about 300, 400, 300.
Hello, Michelle.
How you doing?
How are you doing today?
I am doing okay. Okay. So anyway, yeah. So Paul, I mean, I'm gonna check into that because if that's how I can get a house. I also send the same information to Patty too, because I'm sure Patty would like to get a house of her own.
Would you be living on your own, Michelle, or?
I would be doing it on my own.
Okay, that's a good idea. You wouldn't have to.
Because Edgar got his own too, but he keeps telling me, "Yeah, well, what if this? What if that?" I said, "Ed, I said, look, if you can get a mortgage or a loan and you only have to pay 20% of your income in for the mortgage payment, what are you bitching about? Especially since it's a subsidized. Basically, it's subsidized. It's just like Section 8.
I mean, that's all good and that, Michelle, but you still, you got your loan on your house, but you'll also have to still take care of it and maintain it. Again, if something breaks on it, you can't call the landlord. You have to, get that taken care of yourself, as well as like the maintenance of the landscaping, cutting the grass.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be an everyday thing, no matter what you do. Grass cutting.
Yeah. I mean, there's just a lot to think about as well. Owning a home opposed to being in like an apartment. If something breaks, it's on you to come up with the money and the person to fix it.
No, first of all, depending on what breaks, because I'm pretty, creative with tools. I can fix a lot of things. No, don't ask me to go climbing up on the roof to try to fix the hole
what
where
if
the
you
rain
got like a
comes
leaky
in.
roof? Yeah,
I'm
you got a leaky
fixing
roof,
the hole where the rain comes in.
Yeah, what if you got like a leaky roof, Michelle, or your furnace breaks down, or I mean, there's like things like that, that you have to take into consideration. Just to let you know, just something to think about.
Yeah.
Because if your heater breaks down in the winter, you're screwed.
Well, either way, I'm going to double check the checklist of steps, and then I'm going to talk to the local real estate agent right downstairs and see what they say. Because the USDA loans, there's actually two 501 programs. I'm sorry, 502s. The first one is being administered by a bank. That's for people with moderate income. For people on very low to low income, you go directly to the USDA's direct loans. Okay? And so the question is, do I first go to the real estate agent to look at houses and then...
No. You get the loan first to see what you can afford.
Right.
And then you go to the real estate office to look for houses, Michelle.
Yeah.
You have to see what they'll lend you first. You see how much they'll lend you. And then once you get that amount, that's what you take to the real estate agent and say, okay, I have this much to spend. This is what I'm looking for.
I'd like to buy a home myself. And that's the funny thing. The program doesn't seem to say there's any limit to how much you can pay. I got a feeling there's a limit. But reality, for me, a small 2-bedroom house would be fine. Preferably one with a basement. Another thing is they said the house has to be HUD 4000.1 approved. Requirements have to be met. So HUD 4000.1 requirements must be fulfilled. Probably means like indoor plumbing. It means you have to have appliances in your kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be certified to move right into. Or of course, you're going to have inspections.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Michelle. I'm not sure if that loan would include inspections as well, because you usually need to get a home inspection and a sewer inspection.
Yeah,
that's going to run you a few grand right there, just for those inspections alone. Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question. I got to find out that answer.
Yeah. There's a lot to it. I got to do it all again next year, Michelle. So I'm with you.
Don't forget having the electricians coming in, especially with an older house.
Yeah. Go through it with a fine-tooth comb.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Don't want no fires now.
Yeah. Well, no fires. But since I'll be rewiring the house most likely for 240 and 60 cycles power for all the rooms, using British BS 1363 8 outlets, which probably the easiest way to do it would be to use a isolation transformer in the basement. To take the standard split phase 12240 and just bring it into a proper British 240 volts phase to neutral. But I can tell you right now that those big isolation transformers are heavy. Even a 1 kilovolt ampere weighs about 70 pounds. How you doing, Gianni? There's a nice house for sale in Windsor right now for $40,000. That is near Northwestern Regional High School. Okay.
That's cheap.
That's not bad.
That's cheap as fuck.
That would be worthwhile looking into. We'll see what else Reality Executives finds me.
It's either going to be really, 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 really small, or it's going to need a lot of work for $40,000.
I'd rather do it really, really small instead of it needs a lot of work.
Right. No, I get you, Michelle. I get you.
You know, ideally it should just be a ranch, because if it's, then I don't have to worry about going up and down a lot of stairs.
Right.
But the house has to be, I don't need a garage underneath it, because I don't have a car.
Too bad.
But the garage could easily be my studio too.
Not bad, glitch. Not bad.
Yeah. Well, theoretically,
exactly,
Gianni, that's a good possibility. For $40,000. Never know. That might have been a poor house that ended up being a drug den. Anyway, so in order to meet the requirements, the house has to meet HUD 4000.1 specifications.
Yeah.
This also covers condominiums. You can have an attached or detached private home. Attached is really like a townhouse or condominium. And the acreage size in the backyard, it's got to be pretty much within reasonable limits for the local area you're living in. So which probably means half an acre, quarter acre. So don't try to be the snot that decides to have a 16 acre backyard. Yeah. Aluminium would appear with wave signals. Yeah. Speaking of scary, I was trying to scare you when it fell off the truck, or when it fell off the bridge yesterday in the game. I was hanging there by my fifth wheel. I was like, oh no!
I think I missed that part, Michelle. That's unfortunate.
That was weird. I said, well, I guess I'm gonna have to go and get myself a tow because I'm basically not going nowhere. There's a guy in the. Yeah, it's like he only does the game. I could just, like I was just saying before the game, before I crashed, I could just see me talking to the spirit seeker over there in World of Warcraft and go, "Can you resurrect me? That'll be 25% equipment damage." All of a sudden, wow! Really? Shit.
Yeah, go play with your steering sensitivity settings today, Michelle. There's no reason when you take your hand off the wheel that your wheel should go left or right.
It doesn't have a steering sensitivity, but it has steering linearity control.
Yeah, maybe mess with that a little bit.
Maybe I could try tweaking that a little bit because for some reason.
Because I do know it's very. I did notice. I'm sorry to cut you off. I did notice it was very hard for you to just maintain a straight line. You're weaving,
like you said, when
dipping and popping.
You got these triggers right here. Yeah, this is the one here. The trigger. Anyone was just sitting straight up the wheel, very slowly starts to creep this way towards.
Weird.
Right.
It's got to be something in your control settings, Michelle. Just look into it. Do some playing around. You'll be driving a lot better.
I had the same problem with the camera one too, but there was a control for sensitivity. Or to set the deadband on it, so I set it a little bit higher.
Yeah, you just got to play around a bit with it. Yeah, I did. You're doing good, Michelle. You've come a long way from when you started. And it was really good to see you trucking again, Michelle. It's been a while to see you trucking. It was good to see you having some fun, relaxing, playing the game. Yeah, it was a good stream.
I'm sorry it ended up as 3-parter because apparently I guess we had a slight internet problem. Like when I was playing the game and I didn't even know about it.
I didn't even notice, Michelle.
Well, at least the first 2 or so hours were fine. So yeah,
well, good, Michelle. I'm glad you got to play and have some fun and enjoy yourself. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah.
Sounds like the bong and a bottle of Boone's Farm was. The thing was that people asked about. We were reviewing some of the chat from yesterday. Is if Lumi and you are in the same body, you mean to tell me you can't tell whose foot's on the gas pedal? We can, but we kind of come up with an agreement that we're not going to interfere with the other person's driving. And
Michelle,
I control the right side of the body. Michelle controls the left side of the body. Most of the time, we just take turns. So if I'm
Michelle, did you drive in any of your previous lives? I know, like this life, you haven't driven. But what about any of your other previous lives?
No, I didn't have to drive in Paris because there was no need. We had everything was in downtown Paris.
Okay.
And we had.
What about when you were the farmer's wife? Did you run any of the machinery, or did you just tend to the animals and like the cooking and stuff?
I just kept to the animals, but I didn't know how to drive the carriage. So.
Oh, okay. So you've driven a buggy and horse and carriage.
Yeah, we had like 2 horses and a small little buggy we used for going in town. We also had a large Conestoga, but we didn't really use that much except my husband used for getting supplies back to the cattle ranch that he needed, like feed and things like that.
So you've basically been going out and getting the husband supplies, feed, like you've had to go out and get Ed's beer. Like, you've been doing this like all your lives, Michelle. You've just been tending to these.
I just do everything on foot most of the time.
These men, okay. Understandable. What about you, Lumi? Do you've ever driven a car before, Lumi? I mean, you're 186 years old, for God's sakes. 187.
Back when I was alive in around 1916, because I died in 1929, obviously.
I do remember that, obviously.
So it was all right. That was like 1916. No, I was a little bit younger than that. I'm sorry, 1913. I actually did have access to an older car. I think it was an old Packard.
Really?
Yeah.
You ever drive it around?
And so I didn't do a lot of driving. I had like a small woman's, town car, but I did drive some.
Okay, that's pretty
That's
cool.
why if you notice me in the wheel, I'm a little bit better than Michelle.
Yeah, I know you help her out a little bit. You also tend to get mad at Michelle a little bit as well when she's driving. Lumi, you're kind of a backseat driver, but that's okay. That's quite okay. I get it.
Yeah.
You're with Michelle. You get a little bit scared too. How was it? How did you feel, Lumi, going off of that bridge yesterday? What were your thoughts?
What's the most you can do about it?
Oh my
You were
god!
hanging out the bridge. I was like,
What are you doing, Michelle? Get us back here! Oh my lord!
Michelle said it perfectly. Oh shit!
Oh shit! Oh my god! What an experience that had to have been. Good thing it was just in the video game, though. You know.
Could you imagine what would happen if the fifth wheel had let go?
Oh lord!
We're going down.
Guys
we were sideways.
Geronimo.
We were sideways. Well, actually, I can see why that would happen. What happened was we flipped over on the side of the trailer, and we were all on the side. You were flipped over on the right side. No, left side. Left side. Yeah. And it was like...
Lumi, what you control the right side, correct?
I control the right side if we decide to do things that way, but we can also switch sides and control them together.
So next time Michelle's playing that damn game, Lumi, I want you to just push that gas button down and just put the pedal to the metal. Make Michelle go fast.
Oh, Michelle's a little granny from Pasadena already. She's always trying to go faster and faster. And then she gets nervous, and then she's like, does the opposite. She's like...
You got to break her out of that, Lumi. You got to get her going quick.
Yeah.
It's fun, too. No consequences, no penalties, no damage. Have a little fun.
Well... If it turned to no damage, I would be like that guy that's playing this American Truck Simulator in the Japanese sports car. Oh, you gotta post the link to that guy. That guy is a trip.
What'd you have for breakfast today, Michelle? Some Cheerios?
Wait, but what?
What'd you have for breakfast today? Some Cheerios?
No, Life cereal.
Yeah, what cereal did you have?
Life, regular Life cereal.
Oh, yeah, you got the Life, yeah. Yeah, they had a really good deal on cereal at the store yesterday, Michelle, but you had to buy 5 boxes of it to get it for like $2. So I got like a ton of cereal right now.
That's normally not a problem. We usually can go through 5 boxes of regular size cereal in about a week, maybe 2 weeks.
I mean, it's good for a snack. Personally, I mean, cereal is good with milk, but I even just love eating it dry, just handfuls of it dry. I love dry cereal. So
you know what's good for a snack, and you may not realize this, but if you ever buy any of this Alpine Air dehydrated
corn, I knew you were gonna say that, Michelle. I'm gonna try it, Michelle. Dehydrated corn. Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, it tastes.
I mean, I like it with like maybe a meatloaf. Or some type of steak or something, but I've never tried it on its own, Michelle. I'm gonna take your word for it and get some. It's like popcorn.
Actually, Lumi controls those.
Yeah, Michelle. Some of the newer people.
I control what's left of the masculine ones. Michelle controls the feminine ones. So.
Yeah. So some of the people who don't know, some of the new people, Michelle has a kindred twin soul inside of her named Lumi Ann Fidestra. And Lumi is 187 years old.
You'll be 188 next month.
Going to be coming up. Michelle's birthday and Lumi's birthday is only a day apart. They're both, going to, but Lumi talks
Lumi's is in February 11th. Mine is in February 13th.
The 13th, right? Just a day apart. You guys got a day in between, But Michelle and Lumi both, Lumi is living in Michelle, using Michelle as a vessel. And she helps Michelle with her day-to-day life. When the mean needs to come out, that's when Lumi comes out. When someone needs their ass kicked, someone needs to be told off, that's Lumi's job.
Or when someone needs to get somebody to straighten them out when they're trying to drive a truck going about 75 miles
That's
an hour
true
down
too,
the
Lumi.
highway.
That's true too. But sometimes Lumi's got to take the wheel, metaphorically and physically. Sometimes you got to take the wheel, get it done.
Drift my truck. I never tried it.
Ooh, that'd be tough. That'd be fun.
But you know what?
Do
I'm gonna
some
tell you a
donuts.
secret. The one thing about a cab over truck, and people don't realize it, and I know it's an old joke, but it's actually very true. Is a cab over driver is always the first one there at a head-on collision because your windshield is right there. There's no long hood to stop, no crumple zones on the cab over because the engine's underneath you. You're riding a big hot Caterpillar.
You know what? Michelle, I don't know why, but we should try and get Lumi. I've suggested that many times, especially when I started talking with Michelle, getting Lumi a disability check. There's got to be some, maybe we can get her an identity. Michelle.
Unfortunately, I don't even have a green card. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Lumi is from Finnish. She's from Finland. She's Finnish.
Finnish.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, originally I was born in Stockholm, Sweden, but yeah, the family lived in Finland for many, many, many years.
We got to get you a green card. Well,
And Finnish is not
are married, but
and Finnish is not even my real last name. It's Finesse.
Vanessa.
Finesse. Yeah.
Finesse. Lumi
and that Lorena Finesse.
Was that your mother? Oh, that's your name.
That was my native name. That was my maiden name. Yeah.
And how did you come about the name Lumi? Lumi Ann.
Michelle came up with that because she didn't know my real name.
Really?
And it's Gloomy Finisher means window of enlightenment. So it stuck with it because it's just appropriate.
Yeah, window beautiful.
Of enlightenment.
It's beautiful.
Or enlightened window, if you want to use a literal translation.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Finished.
It's too bad they couldn't give you one when you married Michelle.
Is the soup kitchen open today?
Soup kitchen is open today.
Yeah.
Would you like us to call Glitch? See what they're serving?
Yes.
She says
All
yes.
All right, we'll call and see what the soup kitchen's got on deck for today.
I would like to know what they are serving.
All right, we'll do, Glitch.
I also like to know when they're going to start being open for eating and dining.
All right, Michelle, we got to ask every time, right? I mean, we got to keep asking until they open those doors.
Stop eating Munchell.
Yeah.
I'm munching my food. Munchell, shut up.
You know what, Michelle? I'm gonna make them a little guilty. I'm gonna play the guilt card on the soup kitchen today, Michelle. Okay, I'm gonna tell them it's getting really cold. I'd love to come warm up.
Which isn't too far from the truth, actually.
We're calling up. I'm gonna turn it up, so you guys gotta be quiet. Hold on. Mute your mic.
Panel time.
Hold on. I'll call.
I swear to God, this thing is going to give me anal, sir. Why did you say that, Mr. Trump?
Hello, open door.
Because this computer's
good morning to you, sir.
The computer is okay, Mr.
I'll call
Trump.
back. All right, I got to call back when it's a bit quieter.
Good morning, Michelle.
So I checked out
the new Paul.
The situation with the USDA loans, and it turns out that I am qualifiable.
Oh, nice.
Wait, did I fuck up here? I fucked up here, huh? Yeah, I did. All right, hold on, Michelle. I'm sorry. I got a bit confused. I opened up the wrong tab. All right, we're going to number 2 attempt at calling the soup kitchen, Michelle. Here we go. I'm sorry. I had the stream playing. It confused me. Here we go. Attempt 2.
You can call on Google Voice too, you know.
Yep, that's what I'm calling. All right, here we go.
Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Yes.
Good day to you. What are you fine folks serving today at the open door?
I don't know. I just logged in.
Oh, okay. Just getting. So it's very, very cold outside. When will you find folks be opening your doors? Don't you find it very hypocritical that you're called the Open Door Soup Kitchen and your doors are shut?
What happened?
I don't know what happened.
What happened a couple years ago?
The fake COVID is long gone over. No one has to wear masks. That was all pandemic, sir. That was just all fake. It's a flu. I mean, you don't wear a mask when you go out. Oh, you hung up. He hung up. They're trying to use COVID, Michelle, as an excuse. Michelle, we all know COVID. I'm sorry, the C word has been over a long time. They're trying to use that as an excuse, Michelle. We're not buying it. We're not buying that. You guys still there? Yeah. They're trying to use the C word as an excuse, Michelle. Come on. It's not right. It's long gone.
So what's the story with them? Still not open, huh?
It's still not open, Michelle. They don't even know what they're making yet. The guy didn't sound like he didn't know what he was talking about. Maybe he was drunk. I don't know. Maybe we're gonna question that next time we call. Yeah, I didn't like that. I don't know, yeah. Michelle. We'll call back. In about a half an hour. Try and get some answers for Glitch and everyone else.
Yeah, well, the soup kitchen is an important part of the community, and
I agree.
I know that. As I said, we're talking about this on Facebook. Some of the soup kitchens trying to backpedal and saying, "But they're just trying to make excuses." Like everybody's on Facebook is like, "Sorry, we're not buying that." That doesn't make any sense. COVID's pretty much fizzled out. But now, guess what? Now, a New England laboratory has now made a new strain of COVID that's even more deadly. Great. Based on the Wuhan strain mixed with Omicron. Makes it more deadly. Kills over 80% of mice. Great.
I'll tell them that.
Give me something that can kill 80% of cockroaches instead, and I'll be happy with you.
I'll tell them next time, Brian. Yeah, it's not right, Michelle. I think it's just a lack of responsibility on their end. There's maybe some kind of funding that's being misused. Again, Michelle, you yourself said that you believe that they're probably taking home some food or something, not using all the food that they're provided, and just eating for free off the taxpayer's dime and the donator's dime. It's not right. It's not right.
Yeah.
It's not right. Michelle, I'm back on the crusade. You know what? I'm back on the crusade.
What is Cosa Nostra?
Cosa Nostra. Costa Nostra. Cosa Nostra. We're getting these, I'm back on board, Michelle. We're getting these doors opened up. We're going to call back in half an hour, see what they're serving, and get some answers.
You know who's funding the soup kitchen is Community Health and Wellness, Winston.
Yeah.
People don't realize that. So if you really want to basically make a stinkeroo, just go ahead and call Community Health and Wellness and talk to their director.
No, maybe I should call the soup kitchen and pose as somebody from the Community Health and Wellness. And
I wouldn't do that. No.
Okay, fair. You know what? You're right, Michelle.
But if you call them Community Health and Wellness, and you actually talk to their director, he or she probably would call the soup kitchen and go,
"Where is the money going?"
Good question. Exactly. Where is the money going?
Right. Maybe I should get the soup director's name, or the guy's name at Health and Wellness, the director's name, like you said. Talk to him.
Well, I can give you the number.
Listen to his voice a little bit, his or her voice, and yeah, for sure, Michelle.
I have the number for the local Community Health and Wellness.
We're gonna get some done.
I wouldn't be surprised if they send you to the main office in Torrington, but
probably run me around in circles for a little bit,
So let me get you that number right now.
All right.
Community Health and Wellness is the Winston office. Okay. It's at 80 Center Street in Winston. The phone number is area code 860-238-4211.
All right.
Again, that's 860-238-4211. Located at 80 Center Street in Winston. Community Health and Wellness are the operators of the Open Door Soup Kitchen. They're the funders of the Open Door Soup Kitchen. So,
If you guys need to call and air your grievances, there you go. Maybe get some questions asked. It's getting cold outside, Michelle. People need a place to warm up.
Yeah,
I mean, even
people
including
need to be
yourself,
able to go in and eat and warm up for a few days.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is that in the daytime highs are going to stay above 50. But nighttime lows, not so much. In fact, the temperature right now at Winston is about 48 degrees or 9 degrees Celsius. Expected high today will be about 12 degrees Celsius or about 54. Friday will be a high of 16. Which will be a high of 56. Wait, 60. Sorry. Saturday is sunny again. A high of about 66 degrees or 18 degrees Celsius. And the lows for tonight will be 2, which is about 36. And the same thing for Friday, which will be 36. And Saturday will be 40 or 5 degrees Celsius. So, yeah, it's going to be...
Yeah, so you're getting what we're getting, Michelle.
It's getting cold.
Yeah, well, the thing is here, Michelle, it's cold, but tomorrow it's supposed to warm back up, and the weekend here it's going to be in the 70s. So hopefully you'll be getting that next week, some of those 70s warm back up again.
Yeah, you might see some of that here too, but not right away.
No, probably next week sometime, I would say.
Maybe.
Next week sometime, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is cold. The Autumn Stewart, Michelle, Autumn King is working a little too hard here, I would say. He needs to ease up a bit. I mean, is he trying to
I'm calling my concierge, Michelle. Okay. Well, I'm sure somebody... You know what? I wonder what the soup kitchen would do if someone else decided to open a competing soup kitchen in the same town. Wait a minute, we're in a competition of 501c3s. Well, that comes the soup kitchen called the Snow Queen Soup Kitchen on Main Street is doing better than you.
Yeah, Michelle, if you had a soup kitchen...
They got eat-in dining and they have internet access for everybody at all the tables.
Right? Michelle, if you set a soup kitchen up, Michelle, and you live streamed it, you would get 10 times as much donations and food offers for your soup kitchen than the Open Door would.
Well, one of the things is I certainly would not do is necessarily turn down donation from restaurants.
Right. Restaurants and maybe some of the viewers watch. I'm sure a lot of people would donate to that if they were watching, Michelle. I personally would. I'd want to help out the soup kitchen and, try and contribute.
These full colors are burning my retinas. What does that mean? Usually people like the full colors.
Michelle, maybe you can open your own open soup kitchen.
Yeah, it's a good idea, Glitch.
Yeah.
Maybe you can open your own soup kitchen. We've recommended that to Michelle many a times, Glitch. Michelle said that she's got to have some permits and such, but I think it's doable. I think it's doable.
Soup kitchen 24. That's one thing that the soup kitchen really could have done is, maybe this open door never did, but I wonder what would happen if Winston had a soup kitchen and served dinner and breakfast. I think that if we had breakfast and dinner being closer to normal dinner time, about 5 o'clock, and maybe a lunch, some, brunch. We could still have, some hot lunch, but also, they have, the pastries, the continental breakfast. That would be great, too, because there are people that just want to quickly eat something and go, but then there are people that want to sit down for a nice meal with friends.
Yeah. Socialize a little bit.
That's the one thing, I told the people at the Community Health and Wellness, the soup kitchen was an important social thing that when they closed, that was a major annoyance.
I'm with Wigtoe. I like the wintertime when everything's just brown and one neutral color. I'm with Wigtoe on that one. I don't like the bright fall colors; they're just too much.
Yeah.
Especially when the sun illuminates off them. I like the winter. in the spring when everything's just neutral.
Well, I can tell you, like I said, the people on
that one,
Facebook in the Winston area were seriously thought that the soup kitchen, some of them thought the soup kitchen was already open for eating dining. And Grace Kelly, that works in the soup kitchen, says, no, we're still doing takeouts. And then, like, everybody's wondering, why are you still doing takeouts when everybody else is open? You should be open too.
Right. They're talking about, Michelle, the guy said, what happened 3 years ago, sir? A lot happened 3 years ago, but that fake pandemic came out. We didn't, it's been long gone. Michelle, when's the last time you wore a mask anywhere? Did you, when's the last time you wore a face mask anywhere, right?
On a regular basis?
Yeah.
For maybe about half a year ago?
Exactly. This thing's been over for a while now. It's been, and they're still using that as it's just an excuse.
Well, I think they're saying as well, flu season's coming up. Yeah, flu season is coming up.
There's always going to be something. It's springtime is allergy time. There's always going to be some kind of season, but as long as they keep the place clean and it's nothing new. We've had the flu for years, the pandemic. We've been dealing with this for centuries now. And
right.
Again, yeah.
It also turns out that the vaccine is definitely not good for you. It turns out
exactly. Everyone who's taking it's getting sick.
People are taking it and getting sick and dying young. They actually found this out from the Florida Board of Health upon the study with the vaccines. It's actually causing men, particularly men, to have heart attacks.
Crazy. I'm already going to have one on my own, Michelle. I don't need a vaccine to do that for me, I don't need anyone to mess with my mRNA, make me a transhuman. Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Well, it's the problem with the mRNA vaccines is it'll fast track through, i.e., Operation Warp Speed. The Trump instituted, but that was actually, as he wasn't trying to push any sneaky agenda. He was just trying to get America back on his feet. But Fauci was actually creating this thing like a Dr. Frankenstein in his laboratory, out there in Wuhan. And now somebody else is playing around with a new variant in Boston.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this? What are you trying to do? Create a biological weapon? Because that's what it looks like.
Yeah, a buddy of mine was telling me the other day, Michelle, they created a strain in the lab that has a 80% chance of death or something like that. Something along those lines. So it's definitely a man-made thing, Yeah. Definitely a man-made thing here.
Or at least it's been badly manipulated by man.
Yeah, badly altered. Yes.
Because it sounds like part of the virus is an old virus that mankind had developed immunity to, and then, of course, since it pretty much faded away, no one really made a big deal about it. And then until somebody decided to play around with it and reintroduce it, and that's when all the trouble started. But the research that I found an article about what was discovered in Boston, Massachusetts, and sitting in my news area on my Discord, you can read it there, really kind of just confirmed everything I suspected. Same thing that the Department of Health in Florida said about the vaccines, too, and from their studies. That should be a red light right there. But people are so much against telling the truth. Even YouTube is sitting there going, still telling you can't talk about this or else. But,
I think Elon.
But we
Elon
have
Musk
to bring it up sometimes because that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be informing the public. We're not supposed to be acting like everything's okay when we know the truth. That's not fair to us as news researchers. We're supposed to be out there sharing our findings with people.
Yeah, you're the press, Michelle. You're gathering information. Right now, Michelle, by you hitting that go live button, you are press. You are gathering up information and disseminating it to the public. YouTube needs to get it together as well as the soup kitchen.
Yeah.
What you should be able to say is, they're trying to. It's basically Michelle. What they're basically doing. I understand this is a worldwide company But then by doing that, Michelle, is violating your First Amendment right.
It's a worldwide problem. It's not necessarily run by one company.
But as an American citizen, Michelle, they're violating your First Amendment right of free speech.
Right.
Yeah, you're not saying anything harmful.
But there is big money involved in this too. You know that, right? It's obvious. The Pfizer, Moderna,
Michelle, maybe
Johnson
you can run
Johnson.
for House of Representatives and get things right.
Fair enough, Glitch.
Yeah. So, hi Glitch, how you doing? Says trolling. Said I thought the whole point of the Second Amendment was to kill bad guys. It is.
Second Amendment is the right to bear arms.
But international law doesn't support the Second Amendment. That's the problem.
Not international, yeah. Not international.
And this is an international problem. So it's not going to matter what America's amendment says because it doesn't apply in the world court. No more than this Tinder hot applies in my world court. Yo, get your friggin' smut out of here. Get out of here. Tinder. Get out of here, Tinder.
Hey, Michelle, you know what you use Tinder for, right? Fire.
What's that?
Put them on fire, Michelle. Set them on fire.
Yeah, well.
Set the Tinder on fire, Michelle.
I must make sure I didn't actually block the wrong person.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that.
I'll just have to check that later on. I don't want to be
check
sure.
It later. If you got blocked accidentally, I'm sorry. No.
Yeah, I think I got the right one. If I accidentally block someone by mistake, let me know, because
it was just an accident, if need be, Michelle will get you later. She'll get you back. Get you back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, no, I thought about running for Congress, but honestly, I don't want to deal with the bullshit. I really don't.
Michelle has considered
because I would tell those Democrats right where it was at, especially you always say just like Bernie Sanders said to a lot of his own colleagues. Look, you guys are not doing anything for the low income people at all right now. You're coming up with a bunch of bullshit stories. You want to give money to all these other countries, but you don't want to give it to your own people. That's bullshit. You guys should have made sure that American people got the help that they needed. Not another country. Our own people need the help. And I mean, my language would be extremely colorful. You think my cussing and swearing in the driving the game was bad?
No, Lord. Michelle, you think
they'd be having to hold the beep button down the whole time when I'm on C-SPAN.
Yeah, you'd probably be very controversial, Michelle.
I mean, Marjorie Taylor Greene isn't the only Republican that will not shut up when she feels something's wrong. Right now, maybe run for president. I don't know. We need someone strong. Yeah, but I don't want to deal with the bullshit. Sorry, that's the truth. I don't want to deal with the bullshit.
You'd be better than Sleepy Joe. You'd be better than Sleepy Joe, Michelle. That's for sure. Oh,
woo. I am the right legal age to run for president of the United States. Yes, I could run for president of the United States.
35 and up.
Yep. I'm 53. Gonna be 54. So yeah, I'll be eligible. 55. I'm sorry.
Oh, Michelle, you're losing your mind like Sleepy Joe. I don't know if
Let's
such
get
is a good idea.
On here.
What year are we in right now?
Actually, I heard that Donald Trump might be having Marjorie Taylor Greene running with him as a running mate. Hey, I think she would do fantastic.
Hey, Tiger. Hey, John Heyman. And they're all just piling in. I love it. Trickle on in, everybody.
Oh,
come on in. Trickle on in.
Did you know what actually killed Kiwi Farms? Do you know what was the biggest mistake Kiwi Farms ever made?
Uh-oh.
When they went after Marjorie Taylor Greene. That's what killed them. because Marjorie Taylor Greene is a big political official. So when Kiwi Farms orchestrated swatting on her house and attacks on her house, that's what destroyed them.
They flew too close to the sun, Michelle.
Oh, right. In other words, Keffels couldn't do it, but Marjorie Taylor Greene could. Why would they go after Marjorie Taylor Greene? It sounds like a suicidal move on their part.
Got cocky. They got cocky.
Yeah.
Yeah. They flew too close to the sun and they got burned.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like we have, our mayor is kind of interesting.
Michelle, we got a ding dong.
It's actually a mayor / first selectman. It's actually two government positions at one. It's a mayor. It's selected by the board of selectmen. So in that case, it's a first selectman, but it's also called a mayor. So it's actually a combination of two government styles. The mayor is not individually elected. You can't directly elect the mayor of Winston.
She's on a roll. Go, 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 go.
How you doing, Michelle?
How you doing?
Got Andrew on board.
Okay. It's a little stressful into the day.
Long day. Oh, a stressful end to the day.
George Sands is back. Okay.
Get to that.
Was that from work or from home?
Work.
Oh,
for sure. Fuck's sake. Well, carry on.
Let's see if we can get Kitty on the panel too.
I've told them stop employing kids to stop, because basically the reason why they're employing kids to do stuff is to lower their costs.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
And again, you're getting like spaced out and ignored. And I thought, fuck you, so I'm way home.
Yeah.
So.
What do they have them do? Like cleaning or?
Well, what they will do, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is, Paul. It's cleaning, doing things like in the kitchens and
gotcha.
All that stuff. And they wonder why they leave after 2 days. We've had this. Oh no! I've just had my head is exploding right now.
Kids are too soft nowadays, man.
Damn right.
Not all of them, but most of them.
No, yeah, but
what is the youngest person that works in your hotel? Is it like
17, Michelle?
Really?
17 years old.
Not even that young. That's not even really young,
It's not, Michelle, because Michelle, when I first started doing stuff like this, that was like not even an issue. Now 20 years on,
yeah,
they're treating it like kid gloves, and I'm like, no. You're replacing things, and Michelle. Anyway, I don't want to go on about it because.
So what does a 17-year-old do?
She fried my brain, Michelle.
So what does a 17-year-old doing? Are they mostly like housekeeping? Are they?
Well, look. Put it this way, Michelle. Which did I put to her? If you want a 17-year-old to work for you, you've got to understand they want to go out and enjoy themselves at the same time. And they're going to come to work hungover, maybe a bit drugged up and stuff like that. That's what 17-year-olds do.
Yeah.
But Susan, sorry. The women does not understand this,
Yeah.
In other words, they're probably kind
of...
of...
I'm calming down.
Especially right after payday, right?
Healthy. It's a little venting, it's good.
Let me guess, right after payday... They come in, they smell like alcohol, and they're like sloshing the words and going, I'm here. Let me go freaking mop the floor. Thump.
Yeah, so we tell them,
I don't think I was going to mop the floor with your body.
Yeah, use them as a doorstop or something.
Side off.
The reason why I was getting annoyed because there's no discipline, and I like discipline. And I'm a very strict person when it comes to work.
I definitely I like people that come in, do their job as they're supposed to, where everybody knows what they're doing.
But she tells me I'm not allowed to talk to people like that.
Okay, tell your kitty must be done making your tea.
Go ahead,
tell your kitty how you're doing.
No, of course it was.
Right, exactly. I mean, come on. They need a talking to.
But Andrew, I bet they pay them peanuts.
They are. That's exactly.
Well, that's one of the biggest.
Tiger, £7
Oh, Jesus! I wouldn't take the job seriously either.
I know, but it's like they think
I don't
they're
know what the
giving
weather
them.
for Waynesboro, Mississippi is, but it's like it's most of the southern states. It's probably hot and probably humid and probably gonna say maybe overcast.
But people have to learn. People have
Just
to learn
thinking
somewhere.
about
They
where the
can't
map's
just like
going.
sit there and say, "Oh, I can just do this" and just swan about. No, you can't. You have to fucking work.
Well, aren't you kind of the boss because you've been there longer than them? Can't you tell them what to do?
It's not. No. It's not my. It's not my decision to make. Unfortunately, I've got like a boss that's on top of me.
Oh.
And she makes a decision, but she says to me, "All right, okay, you can tell them what they can do, you can tell them how far you can go." But you know what it's like nowadays? Everything's so like.
I know how it happened, Andrew. I get what you're saying. I know how it happened, and I can tell you how it happened, Andrew. I can solve this puzzle for you. You want to know how this happened? Two words for you. Cam girls. These bitches sit around all day on their ass, fucking doing nothing, and get all this money thrown at them. So now that's the whole new niche of everybody. You know, that's how we can all earn money.
Come on,
sit around
just
and have to
change
throw money at
yeah.
us, you know? And
you get references, and we were asking for references from their parents and their employers. Obviously, a 17-year-old is not going to have a previous employer, apart from their school. No. So this was the other argument we had, and she was like, "Oh no, we have to give people a chance. We've been through this a million times. These people are shit."
That's kind of strange that it's like this. George Sando says she gets to hire the kids, and then you got to manage them.
Well, that's another point you should bring up, Andrew, is that they don't have work history, and this is supposed to be getting them ready for the work world, you know? And if they learn now,
they should go to McDonald's or Burger King.
Well, I mean, I'm saying, no, if they learn now just to slag off at their fucking job, that's the attitude they're going to take for the rest of their life. This is supposed to be preparing them for the work world. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is why they need the discipline, is because they don't have a work history, and this is teaching them how to be an employer or be an employee. You know,
I agree with you totally. I agree with that.
It's supposed to be teaching them how to be, and if you let them slag off, then that's the attitude they're going to take in their other jobs if they get one. You know, that's why they should be disciplined.
Yeah, but I was told I was over disciplining people.
Yeah,
I was getting told I was being too strict with people. You know,
so I can only imagine that the youngsters are saying, "Andrew's a slave driver."
I just can't handle it. It's just like, fuck
off. The 90s, man. It's 2022.
Yeah. And trust me,
I was a little bit frustrated.
If I had a 17-year-old under my wing, I would tell this young 17-year-old, be very clear and say, "Look, in the hotel trade, you do what the customer wants."
Right.
Within reason.
Yeah, but Michelle, back then,
and if the customer wants, for example, their room to look like sparkling clean with brand new sheets on the bed and clean pillows, you give them clean pillows and sparkling clean bathroom. You don't give them an excuse and go, "Oh, it's not my job."
Goddamn
Michelle, I didn't like Paul, Michelle, Tiger. I never liked doing those sort of jobs when I was going into industry.
Well, I understand that. I mean, I know jobs I didn't like either, but I did them because I had to.
These people are just lazy little fucking shits.
For example, when I had to take the grease out of the deep fryers or Friendlies and bring it down to the grease pit, wasn't exactly my favorite job.
Somebody in a bad manner.
Here it comes. What did you do, Andrew?
Well, yeah, what did you say? I was literally going to say, okay, Andrew, let's have that conversation. Yeah, what did you...
Come on, Andrew, come clean.
I says, if you don't get your act together, you'll be out. And I was caught saying
You said the A word?
Yes, apparently so. So I was brought up into the meeting. So you can't talk to young people like that.
Why can't you?
That's not bad at all. I'm being sarcastic, obviously.
I know that. I know. It's called wokeness, Tiger. It's called wokeness.
Oh, God.
Well, I had to do it, and I hated it. I hated it with a passion.
Did your boss run over? Did your boss run over and cover the child's ears with her hands?
No. She took me into the bloody office.
I couldn't.
Andrew in the office.
Jesus.
Saying I was being too strict and too hard on people.
Oh, so how do they discipline then? So
There is no, that's the point, Tiger. There is no discipline.
Could you pretty please get back to work? If not, that's okay.
Yeah.
They're out for cigarette breaks anytime they want. They just sneak out and.
Oh, that's bad, especially in
and
a
that's-
hotel because that stinks. If you don't smoke, you really smell it on people.
Well, this is what.
Who knows what
what's
they're
just been
smoking?
going on. Well, it's cigarettes, as far as we know, anyway. And I thought, no, well, and she was giving me a hard time about this. I thought, and in my mind, I was thinking, "Fuck you."
How the fuck
You know?
can they afford cigarettes if they're only on
Thank you.
a packet of
another point I
cigarettes?
brought
Is
up as well.
what £10 now?
They'd have to work 2 hours just to earn one pack. That's before taxes.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
you mean to
God.
tell me the kids are going to be
Yeah,
buying
shut up,
cigarettes at
David,
10 pounds
please.
a pack for a pack of cigarettes, right?
I do find that correct.
And
They're
they're
not-
working
you know-
what? What's I don't know what the minimum wage in the UK is. Let's just say it's what? What's the United States? Was $5.63. Let's just say it was. Let's say £6.
It depends on the age, Michelle, and that's why they're taking in these young people to do these sort of like tasks like housekeeping.
But I'm
and
sure that there is jobs that even
washing
the young people
dishes and
cannot
stuff
do
like that.
because I'm sure the equivalent of OSHA will say is
£9.
they can't
in
run
the
certain
UK,
machinery,
11
for
pounds
example,
in London.
below a certain
Yeah,
age.
that's for older people. So.
Yeah, they say 11 pounds in London, 9 pounds in the rest of the UK.
Yeah, so apparently I was caught being nasty to one of the. Well, I know exactly what I did, but so what? I was just telling the truth. So my boss Susan had a word in my office saying you can't be so harsh on these people. So I wasn't being harsh on them. I'm just telling the truth.
Yeah. And the
Well,
truth
Susan's
is
probably
that
scared they'll leave.
unless you little peons
That's the
grow up,
problem
you
with,
guys are going
Tiger,
to
they
find
do
yourself
leave. They do
basically in a
leave.
really sticky wicket hanging over a bridge by your fifth wheel wondering what the hell you're supposed to do. That's actually a pretty apt comparison.
Oh, Michelle, I'm just glad I'm out of that. God.
Are you off now, Andrew, for the week?
Yep, that's me. I'm back
I
on the
thought so,
Sunday,
yeah.
Thursday. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Thank God.
There you go. What a way to end it out, right? Like,
I've got like 19 emails from like people saying,
oh,
right,
Lord.
okay, yeah, no, I'll get back onto them at some point." But I'm sorry, I don't see why it's fair that like when I was 17, okay, I would be a little bit scared, okay, but I would still try and do a little bit of effort or put a little bit of effort into
Yeah.
it.
But that's
You know?
the nature of
These people
Virgos,
are just
Andrew.
going out
Andrews,
doing
we always
nothing
put
now.
100%, 125% into the work. They always do.
So when you probably didn't work during high school, right?
But she's very
No.
caring,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not a bastard. No, don't get me wrong.
No. Your boss
But
sounds soppy.
She is very, but she never used to be, and that's what bugs me as well. And I said that to her. I said to Susan, says 10 years ago you would never have said this.
Can't get the workers, Andrew, so she's got to relax her down a little bit to get what she can, maybe.
I think she probably got scared by one of the higher ups or something, you know? Maybe she was like
Yeah,
Andrew was, and they
yeah.
said, "Hey, you can't act like that." So now she's like in fear of her job. So she's like, "Okay, we can't do that anymore."
Yeah.
But you've got to put in the effort. You can't just
Alright, so who
do
wants
it
to come on the panel
half-hearted.
here?
You know, if you're going to be there, you're going to be there.
Noodles
but
is
don't
coming
like
on.
it.
Heads up.
What?
Yes, Noodles.
God, why?
Right, okay, guys, I am
Hey,
calm.
guys.
I am calm
Why is
now.
he up here?
What do you care?
Yeah, get up.
Because
fucking
this
like
is
you.
No, you
technically an
care, you
open
fucking
panel.
drunk.
Theoretically
Listen,
speaking,
Look,
he
I
can
haven't
be
Michelle,
here
remember
too.
Charlotte
I remember how
W?
long. Shut up.
You
I see
remember
you're
Charlotte
smoking again.
W?
You're smoking cigarettes again.
Oh, now you're gonna talk over me.
Diddles, how you
Well,
doing?
this
and
is
why
an
you
open
here?
panel, so
Tiger
theoretically
Kitty,
he can be up
Tiger
here.
Kitty, we figured you out. We know what you're doing. You're the one coming in here spamming everybody's name, and you're using a voice app to do it. It's you.
Yeah,
It's been you this whole time.
you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
Grow
I know,
up.
right? I have the video.
Yeah,
too.
we all believe you, Diddles.
So do you guys?
Conspiracy.
Do you?
Back to Charlotte W.
So let me explain one thing to you. As long as Noodles is up there, we know where he is.
That is a good point.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's
So
It helps actually.
So let me
doesn't
ask
it?
you guys. You guys remember Charlotte W, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I've never heard of her in my life.
You ever notice that Charlotte W knows a lot of pedophiles? She calls people pedophiles all the time. Just on a live stream, I found her finally. She's been hiding in the shadows.
Michelle, sorry, I had to have a little bent there.
Well, heads up, Dave. Her fucking baby's father was a pedophile. If you didn't know, he was like 30 years old and she was like 15 when he fucked her.
Oh, you mean English, Charlotte?
And Charlotte W has exposed her children to multiple pedophiles just recently. That late Geno guy.
No, Charlotte W isn't
So why
even
is
here.
Charlotte
So
W running around YouTube, contacting all these predators and then exposing her child to these predators? Why?
Because her baby's daddy was one. She's a supporter of them. She supports them. If she let a 30-year-old man fuck her when she was 15 years old, she supports them. Yeah. She supports them.
Yeah. It just blew my mind.
And then that's her go-to is to call people that for an insult, but yet she supports them. It's very
I thought
hypocritical.
you got on with her, Noodles.
Yeah, she seems to know a lot of pedophiles. A lot of pedophiles. I don't know that many.
She used to be on your panel constantly.
all right.
I know.
Yeah.
She used to talk to you, right?
I've never talked to her.
Oh,
You talk to all of us, Dave.
I've never talked to her. I don't even like her.
Well,
To be
I
honest.
know
to her
Tiger
daughter?
hasn't, because she asked me who she was, like in the very beginning. Yeah, I know she hasn't
I don't
really
know.
talked to her, but yeah, I know Andrew has.
Tiger was pretending like she didn't know who Charlotte was.
Oh, shut up. Why do you think I'm some sort of big troll or something? God, I can't
Come
even
on,
work a
Dave.
computer.
She's just fucking with you. I mean,
So we're talking about before you
fucking
came
with
on was we were talking about employers, employees, and stupid employees. And so we want to try to bring it back to that. You work in the medical field, so let's talk about your experience with young, new, inexperienced, stupid employees and the way employers sometimes treat them.
Let's talk about Andrew. Andrew, have you ever talked to Charlotte W.'s daughter?
I've not talked to. Of course
Charlotte.
not. I
Did you ever
don't know anything about this. I've only talked to Charlotte, and that was
Why
last
would
time I
she
talked.
talk to a 3-year-old or something? What are you trying to
Exactly.
imply?
Expose
Exactly.
children to all these dangerous men. I don't get it. Andrew,
Oh, thanks, Dave. Thanks, Dave. Thanks for that. Dave, last time I even talked to Charlotte was about 6 months ago.
really? So did you ever? When was the last time you talked to her daughter?
I've never talked to her daughter, so then you're going there.
Really? Can you
Yeah,
prove
really.
to her daughter?
Why should I prove it? Because there's nothing to prove.
So if I prove that you have talked to her daughter,
Trying to wind you
This
up.
should be interesting. This should
Andrew,
be
he's winding you
very
up.
interesting. I know he is. He's an asshole.
He's bored today, obviously. Look.
Obviously.
Okay, so Noodles, what's the youngest person working at your business right now in the medical field right now?
He doesn't work in the medical field. He works at hospitals.
Hey,
He's not a
Bun.
doctor or something. Look at him.
I work in the medical field.
Oh, shut up.
Barnes, I got your thing on.
You handle medical waste.
Your
Maybe
friend
I'm gonna say
request. Thank
doing-
you. I'll get you. I'm fine. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. Just drug this motherfucker out.
Anyway,
Right here.
so the president,
Well,
see,
Andrew?
you've got the prime minister's quit, Andrew.
Charlotte
What?
money.
What?
You ever send little Charlotte money? Maybe a card for her gaming or
I mean,
anything like
Ruby.
that.
Her name's Ruby.
What the hell are you talking about?
Never done that to anyone. Never.
I don't want to dox her kid.
Well, I don't
Why
think
would you want to do
a
that?
kid's going to be getting. I don't think a kid's
Go
going to
ahead,
be getting.
Tiger. Have a ball. Have a ball doxing.
Leave the kids out of it, Dave. You know that's fucking out of the question. I don't know. I haven't spoke to Charlotte. I told you in months. So just leave it. I don't know where you're trying to come with this.
He's trying to fuck me off and fuck you off. So he's succeeded with me a little bit.
What's with the why you gotta talk like that?
Because that's what you do.
You do that? Yeah. Tell you something. You better leave Jake Hudson alone. I know what you're doing.
Who?
I know what you're doing. Don't you bother that guy. That guy didn't do anything to you, Tiger. Didn't do anything to Andrew. You guys knocked it off.
Hasn't. Oh my God! Shut up.
I'm beginning to wonder who the hell is he even talking about? Is he just
He's
making names
the
up?
new Jake, the Jake
or something? Oh, that Jake. Oh, good. Yeah. But nothing happened to him, Noodles. I think
did you guys see the clips with Jake in Cruiser's birthday party from yesterday? Who saw parts of that? I did.
I saw it. Jake was on it. It kind of became the Jake show.
He turned his camera off and adjusted his balls. He said because they were hurting.
This guy.
Yeah,
why are these people telling you not to?
Yeah. Anyway, so Michelle, why didn't you tune in, Michelle, and watch it?
Hey, don't pay attention to it.
Should have watched it, Michelle. I didn't have the link in the Discord.
I was physically tired. I just laid down and fell asleep. Anyway,
yeah.
Well, you had a heavy time before, haven't you, with what went on?
But it was still funny that here's Jake shooting his video in the bathroom.
Oh.
You know, it's like
he said that's his office or his studio, and he's in the bathroom.
Fine. So you're sitting instead of having a black chair like mine, you're sitting on the crapper, and you basically got your pants down while you do your business, reading news stories while you can hear your flatulence coming out of your butt.
Maybe there's good acoustics in there.
That's true.
Like the acoustics.
I don't know. I mean, this is the last thing on my mind at the moment.
Michelle, what do you think of Kermit and Friends? You think it's a good show? I mean, are you happy to be there?
It's okay. It's okay. I've been on a few of the shows already. They're okay. I was on show this week on Sunday. I really didn't know how much. I just asked David Essel the question about medications. That's I asked, and but Slingshot Warrior was getting really anxious in the back. He was like, "I'm supposed to be on, right? Why am I up on the screen yet?" And I was like,
he had to take a break.
The truth was that she had
complaining and crying about it.
She had too many people booked. At the appointment, that's what happened. She took on too many people, too many names.
Popular, Michelle.
So.
Yeah, but I don't know. So I'll definitely get you on
to like the wrap-up shows and stuff. I mean, why don't you hang out after the show?
I think Michelle she does her own. Yeah, she's done her live stream a few times on Sundays. Yeah,
she's done quite well, David. To be honest,
very well.
I'm glad. Finally, something's happening for her. Good for her.
Getting some interviews.
Yeah, and you haven't been around, so things are picking up.
Listen, why do you think Elisa's even talking to her?
Because of Botter.
Because of Botter?
Yeah, it was Botter that got her there.
Let me tell you something. The day that Michelle showed up, Elisa didn't want to have anything to do with her. I went in. I talked to Wheezy privately. I said, "Listen. This woman's got." I talked to him. I talked to friggin' Supertramp. I said, "This woman has friggin' documentaries made about her. You got to give her another chance." Butter didn't do that. Michelle, they wanted to throw you out off the fucking Empire State Building.
Well, don't forget, I went back to Lisa. I talked to her after I walked off the stage, and I apologized for getting upset about what's happening, and I gave her some suggestions for the shows that you saw, like on the 25th of September, where she started to do different format. And I think that worked out fine. But now she needs to fine tune it so there's less time per guest, because that David Essels was taking the entire 45 minutes, it seemed like.
Yeah.
And it should be about 15 minutes a guest, especially if you get a whole backstage full of people. She had so many people backstage. A lot of them were hoping to come on, and she didn't even really get to anybody. She didn't talk to Goldie because Goldie didn't have her camera on. She she gave Wendy a little more time, Wendy and her cat, but not much more. And Slingshot Warrior had like about 2 minutes before she booted him off, because I guess he said something that offended her or something. I'm not sure what. But the thing is that she needs to do some better time management.
Well, it's like an exclusive nightclub, Michelle. Not everyone's going to get in, you know? I mean, if a lot of people show up, you necessarily can't let everybody in.
Right. I explained that to the people in the back room.
Yeah.
Is that, she has 2 scheduled guests. She has time available. She's going to try to have us come on the show. There's not going to be no reason. We can't rush it. Although, quietly, I wanted to tell Elisa, get this David Essel off. I'm getting sick of hearing him. Because I was just sick of listening, droning on and on and on and on.
Yeah, here's my Michelle.
Sad.
Michelle, why haven't you got your makeup on?
Michelle, have you showed Noodles the glam shot? Has Noodles seen your glam shot, Michelle? I don't think Noodles has seen.
Dude, whoever made that is the best. And
there's more coming.
Berg sent it to me like 50 times. He thought that was.
No, I've actually printed them off. You can have a signed one with a letter for $5.
What are your thoughts, Noodles?
I think it's absolutely amazing. When I saw that, I was like, genius. I was blown away.
Are you going to buy one?
Michelle, you got to do more of that. I think that's absolutely fucking amazing.
Them.
Essel. E-S-S-E-L.
Autograph.
But I like your name, Essel.
Have a letter as well, Noodles, with it.
Noodles, you should purchase one. Michelle is selling these glam shots. You get a personalized message with them. It's autographed.
Wait. I can buy one of those? You're gonna send them down?
And they're numbered. It's a limited press of 11.
Oh my God.
They're numbered as well. There's going to be different runs of them coming out. You don't want to sleep on these. Like, this would be a great magnet for your refrigerator.
We might even have a few glam shots of the cat too.
I'm gonna hang it up on my wall.
I'm telling you, man. I've got you there.
$5 in a super chat now, and we'll send you one.
Remember, Rusty is just as much a part of the show as I am, so he should have his own glam shots too.
I feel, though, Michelle, the focus should be on you, at least for the
There's
first
a nice picture of Rusty that's on my Discord that somebody actually cropped out. It looks like it would be a good little shot for a postcard.
Yeah.
If you did one of Rusty, would you would you sign Rusty's name on it? Would you sign it for Rusty?
I would have to sign his name. He doesn't have opposable thumbs.
Maybe you could just put like a paw print on Michelle, dip his paw in ink, and then put it on the picture, and then let him run around your apartment.
Yeah, we got a CashApp too. Toes is showing that.
Noodles buy a picture. $5, man.
Michelle, if
I do have the chat on Wingtown.
Michelle, I would buy a picture. I would buy a hoodie. You got to put that stuff on Teespring. I want that.
Well, she has a hoodie.
100%.
She has a hoodie, but it just has her letters on it. It doesn't have.
Right now, I'm not working with Teespring, but at this point,
no, I know. But she does have the glam shot for sale. Just a $5 donation. She'll send it out
for extra, I think it would be good.
For $5 donation, you just get basically the signature and the card. That's
right
it.
Now, I will pay you $40 right now if you create a Teesprings and fucking put that glam shot on a hoodie.
Well, right now I don't even have a merchandise shelf yet. I'm gonna ask you about that
I want a towel
because I thought I was supposed to have a merchandise shelf because I have 1,000 subs, and then it says, you can't have any community strikes. Well, to my knowledge, my community strike is over, so why don't I have a Teespring?
You can make your own, Michelle. Just go to the website and make a Teesprings. You don't need to. You can just make your own on your own accord.
You get a free letter with that, Noodles.
I heard if you do like
a letter with the picture, and she's gonna kiss it and sign it with lipstick.
I heard at the beginning about a bad day, and then they went to the store.
I would pay Michelle. I'd pay $20 for that. I don't know why you're selling it for $5. I'd pay $20.
Well, then go on, and we'll send you one. We know your address.
Well, unfortunately, right now my funds are a little low because I just entertain seasons for a week. So
did you have a good visit with her?
Sick the entire time.
What, she was or you were?
She was.
Oh, that's no, that stinks.
I felt bad for her. We had a good time. Michelle, you should have came down here. We went to Brooklyn. You know, we could have. I talked to Stan, Michelle. Stan said he's down for it. You got to come out here.
You got to come out here to New Jersey. What's in New York?
I mean, that'd be good content, Michelle.
Oh, originally we were thinking about going -5, but guess what? -5 is out of business.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. If they were charging $30 to get into a bar, I wouldn't fucking go there either, Michelle.
I don't think anyone
for
would
New
do
York
that.
City, for a bar that's refrigerated, that's not too bad.
Maybe in the summertime it'd be nice, but you got me fucked up. I think I'm going in the winter to go out.
But you know what? I heard that
Paul, I don't think anything.
-5 is closed, so
yeah.
I would pay it because they've got to keep that place iced.
Right.
It costs
That's
money
true.
to run that place.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to
refrigeration.
hang out in a freezer when I'm drinking. I'd rather hang out next to a fire or something like that.
I'll support it in the summer, but no other time.
Yeah.
So how you doing, David? You okay?
Yeah.
So I gotta go. Congratulations! I will buy that.
So
stuff
speaking of Noodles, how's
I'm going to remind you.
Noodles? How's your channel
I should be
doing?
in your chats reminding you now.
Well, I just got another strike this morning because of my red light district show.
Oh, what?
I do a red light district show, and I threatened to hurt Summer Wells, and I guess someone got all upset.
Oops.
And reported me for it. So I guess you can't talk about Summer Wells or hurting Summer Wells.
Jesus.
What do you expect, David?
I mean,
you know the rules of YouTube.
Who's Summer Wells?
Exactly. Who the hell's Summer Wells? Go ask Molly Golightly. She knows everything about Summer Wells. She makes most of her money off of Summer Wells, the possibly deceased child or missing child, whatever.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But don't ever say you're going to hurt Summer Wells. You've got a strike.
Yeah.
Oh, that poor little girl.
Well, I don't have any
alive,
current strikes or community strikes on my channel at this time. But you know, the thing is that according to what I was told, if you have 1,000 plus subs and you don't have any community guideline strikes, you can actually get a merchandise shelf.
I just hopped over to my Noodles 1980 NASQ
because right now we're doing everything. We're doing everything through the StreamYard store right now, so I don't really know if I want to have 2 different stores. Already I got enough going on right now with one store, and then the Patreon page and the YouTube page, and
Jenny.
Now, Michelle, what if I buy a bunch of those glamour shot photos, and kiss them, and I sell them, I resell them with something special of my own?
Well, talk to Tiger Kitty. She's the one that's in charge of procurement. So
I'm not going to print those ones up again. We're going for a different glam shot. This is a limited edition, the first one.
Limited press.
Limited press. There'll be 11 only of that first glam shot.
9 more available.
The next one will be a different one. There'll be a limited edition of that.
I think there's 9 left of the first one here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've got one.
The first one is like the original, you know.
Oh, yeah. Cool. $45. We'll get you
what?
The $45? Well, for the rest of the prints, $5 a piece, 9 of them. 45.
Yeah, you can have them for $5 a piece, no problem.
I will buy them all, Michelle.
No,
great.
$45.
Sold out. They're already sold out.
There you go.
No, we still have a few left.
He's bored, Michelle. He's bored.
Do you know what, Noodles? No messing around. What a great Christmas present for the person who's got everything.
Right. Stocking stuffer. Like into a Christmas card. Yeah.
And you know everybody's docs.
Right now, Glitch's friend got number 1.
I'm out, yeah. Like, what a surprise that would be to
Nobody else got it. Nobody else bought one yet, so.
So
Glitch bought one for her friend, and I sent that out.
Michelle, your shows in the winter were the best shows ever. I remember getting home,
right.
the heat up in the house, getting coat on the couch, and watching her live shows. You got to bring that back, Michelle.
Well, it's when Michelle has her energy is in the wintertime. You know, she's really droopy and dreary in the summer, but Michelle will tell you herself in the wintertime she actually has energy, and it's actually starting to show as it gets colder.
It's definitely starting to
very good energy lately. Yeah. She really has.
Agree with that.
The summer's definitely been a droop, but she's got the energy going lately.
The reason we have slow mode is on is to deal with the spammers that try to drop 2 or 3 spam ads right in rapid succession. So
she'll thrive.
So that way the spammer only can drop in 1, and then we can kill it. So
Michelle would be a YouTube star if she lived in like Antarctica. Like if Michelle lived in Antarctica, Michelle, you'd have it set. You got cold all year round. You'd have the great energy.
Oh yeah.
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 There's no reason.
There was a news reporter that went down to Antarctica about 10 years ago.
I think it's
a news crew. And she stayed in McMurdo. Yeah. And she was like totally unprepared for what it was like down there. Where you could have winds going up to 100 miles an hour, temperatures going below 100 degrees,
Michelle,
minus
I'm
100 degrees Fahrenheit.
Right, you might not like to hear. I think Baroness should be a mod on this channel. She's been very connected every time you've been on. I might just be sound like a grumpy 39-year-old man, but I think she's deserved mod status.
So is Ed still living there, Michelle?
Come on, Noodles, you know better.
Yeah, it's still here.
Ask that question.
He's sleeping
Just
right
have
now.
a cops around you.
He's never gonna leave, Noodles.
All right, this is what we got to do, Michelle. I'm telling you, I have gold for you. I gave it to Slingshot Warrior. I got him over 1,000, just like I got you over 1,000. I want to get you over 2,000.
Well, that says it all, doesn't Michelle?
You want to hear it?
You know, I think seriously, as far as my channel goes, I think probably by February, I think we'll probably have about 1,500 subs.
All right, well, let's get her over 2,000. Check this out, Michelle. All right, I'd come up there every week, all right, and we'll do like a fake fight between you and Ed, right? You guys can throw stuff around the apartment and whatever, and it'll be like a drama. Yeah, it'll be like drama between you and Ed. And
they had that Saturday.
Noodles,
yeah, Saturday was quite interesting.
Yeah.
I think we can edit it really good too, Michelle. Have like Ed like close up screaming and spitting, and then you throwing stuff around the house, cat running around trying to get away from it.
Noodles, I don't think that's going to be a very likeliness coming up every week. I don't think that's going to happen. Because
you don't know that, Michelle.
No, he's saying stage it, Michelle. Every week you can stage something like that.
He doesn't need to stage it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It usually does. You just got to get Ed some beers and give him his train set. He won't be able to figure it out, and then he'll just get really pissed as he usually.
Well, right now we have
make
coming
a fake train set box, and you can like tromp on it in front of Ed and see Ed like fucking pass out.
Noodles, let me talk. Noodles, let me talk for a second. Coming up on December 20th at 7 o'clock, we are going to be doing an outdoor convocation at Satan's Kingdom in Canton.
Hey, John.
Really?
Yeah, really. So,
aren't you
Dave, did you watch the video with Stan and Michelle going through their hometown?
Yeah.
It's really good, honestly.
Yeah, it's me Stan does the driving and I do some narration.
Sitting here.
Been heard this shit for a while. I don't know why she doesn't do it. Michelle, you got to get out. You got to friggin' do some more stuff. Michelle, there's great editing programs that you can download for real cheap.
So anyway, the point I'm trying to say is we are for the convocation. Okay, so what's coming on the panel? It's Jake Hudson.
Oh, good.
Hi, Jake. How you doing?
I do like him, but he just
Morning, Jake.
works.
How you doing?
Something up. I don't like. Hey, Jake, how you doing? I'll say that, and that's about it.
So,
hey, Jake. Hey, Jake. Hey,
Yeah.
Jake. How you doing?
By the way, Noodles, where have you been?
Where's Menthol right now?
I had seasons over this whole week. Remember?
Mental's at work, Andrew.
Yeah.
I got you, Andrew. Hold on.
Yeah, I had seasons over this week. Plus, I was trying to promote my red light district show that got canceled the first night. It got a strike the first night.
Ew.
Yeah.
Badness, it's not that bad, but yeah.
Yeah. By the way, I did.
I
I have a little something I need to talk to you about. We do it all up here because I need to talk to you about something.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go back in. If you wanna call me.
Yes, we will be having fun on Friday. By the way, Jake, how did you do with your meeting with McKinley Cruiser yesterday?
Why did you fucking care?
It was good. It was good. It was a good show.
What's that? Yeah.
It was a good show. It was a good show.
It was a good show. Okay, glad you had a good time.
Yeah, and by the way,
I'm counting down the minutes.
So you're basically using your lavatory as your studio, huh? Your bathroom.
Yeah.
Do.
Are you sitting on the toilet?
No, I have a chair. I have an office chair I'm sitting in.
Mental, you know I'm not that bad,
He's
but
sitting in an
I
office
do
chair
have
now.
to say something now and
Nice.
again.
There is no closed captions on. Okay.
John, I intend to.
Yeah, closed captions are on. You just
told
gotta click on the CC on the top of the screen to get to them.
Fucking cold.
So yes, closed captions are enabled right now.
Mental is.
I gotta go, guys. Bye.
Later.
Take care, buddy.
Yeah.
Adios.
Mental
Buddy.
is
So
a person.
Adios.
Buddy.
So
Come on.
well, Jake left already, and so did Noodles, by the way. So
When I get pissed off, Michelle, you know what I'm like.
That's why people have got to stop blaming Menthol for things when he's not even here.
Exactly.
It's not Menthol's fault.
Everyone gets the finger pointed at him at some point in time. You know?
Yeah.
That's all.
So is Glitch coming back on, or is Glitch done talking on the show for now?
I think Glitch left.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he mad at me now? Did I do something wrong?
Probably not, Michelle. You know, things come up. People got stuff to do, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got people sometimes that storm out of my show for reasons that I don't know. One of the reasons I do know.
Right there, Jesus.
Not everybody likes noodles or needles.
No.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
but it's technically an open
He
panel.
did behave himself, so
That's good.
I'll give him a tick for that.
Good stuff, Jake. Did well.
I just don't like the drama that ensues when he's around. He's like a whirlwind that goes through.
Yeah. That's his shtick, I guess, you know?
Yeah.
I should know by now. Just
right. Would you expect any different? Just like, you know, everybody. Yeah. That's what he does.
Michelle.
What's that?
Michelle.
What's that?
When are we going to get the face made up with the makeup? Why did I send you it if you're not even going to use it?
Soon. Really soon.
Yeah. It's like the nightgown.
Paul, do you remember?
I still have the nightgown,
2 weeks ago, she was saying, I'm still waiting for the makeup.
Yeah, well, Michelle, remember on your video for the glam shots, Michelle, you said, you want to see me made up like this? No problem. I mean, we're still waiting for that. You've
had that nearly a week now.
But don't forget that we still would think Rusty deserves his own glamour shots.
Well, Michelle, we're talking about you getting made up with the makeup that Tiger Kitty sends you. She's asking why would she send it if you're not going to use it?
Yeah.
Why did I waste my time, money, and effort?
I know. I got the stuff. I will put some of it on soon. Very soon.
Well, I mean, Skynet asked for the cock-sucking lips. I sent you the cock-sucking
I have
lips.
no idea when Ed's coming back on again. Okay? I don't know. You know, Ed shows up when Ed shows up. That's all I know.
So I heard you say earlier in the show that you couldn't. You had to get Ed up and get him to the doctors. He can't get himself up. He can't set an alarm.
Oh my God!
Like you're like his mother. You shouldn't have to wake Ed up to get him to the doctors. Like,
so
have you got to get him out of bed?
He can't get up when I get up. He knows that I get up at 8:00 in the morning.
Yeah, I get that, but I mean, if he knows he has an appointment, he should be able to get himself to bed.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I agree.
Come on.
Do you put his clothes out for him as well?
Right. Comb his hair. Oh, he doesn't have hair, but
You don't comb me.
Because he knows I start the show at 10,
hair.
and they're going to be picking him up at 10:15.
All right.
So then, theoretically, they should be able to get up by 9:00 and get ready to get dressed and get downstairs for 10.
I don't know why, but I have a feeling both of you will be up at like 6 a.m. that night before, worrying about the doctors, and
I
then
that might be
miss
true.
the appointment.
She did wipe his ass with toe when he wasn't well.
She had to fucking flush his poop because
I
he
get
took
you. How
his
you
fucking
doing?
toilet. You have to break his shit up for him. Flush the toilet.
Michelle, you're a nice motherly figure.
Yeah, that's part of my problem.
That's half years our mothers.
That's problem with a lot of people in the Virgo category.
You cut the crusts off of Ed's sandwiches for him, Michelle?
Aw.
I think that's really sweet. So.
Maybe make him breakfast with a smiley face eggs.
Soldiers, dippy soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, like I said, I didn't get a ton of sleep last night. I did get some good sleep.
You never do, Michelle. You never do.
Oh, God.
Oh, I was just excited when I was reading about that USDA loan thing. I was just excited to read.
About your mortgage. Is that thing?
Yeah.
Michelle, do you honestly think you're going to get a mortgage at your age and on your income?
I don't know. It sounds like the opportunity's there. I mean, it's but right now for 30-year fixed, they say the rate is 7.25% minimum now, based on prime credit score. So no, my rotten luck. Watch my
mortgage. Buy you a house.
Watch my mortgage payment come out to be something like 12% in APR. I'm like, oh my God.
How the fuck can you even get a mortgage if you're on government assistance?
I don't think it's possible.
Yeah, you can. You can, because it's a government program and it's eligible for people in government assistance also.
Oh my God.
Well, don't slag us by them the whole time.
USD rural loans is the only way someone like Michelle will
thousands of dollars worth of food stamps. We'll buy you a house.
Right.
Is that going to live with you? No, he's not. In fact, he can get his own USDA home loan too.
Yeah, you guys could double down on a home.
Oh, good grief.
Yeah, but she's stuck with him forever. That's the thing.
Michelle, is Ed going to live with you in your new home?
No, he's not going to live with me in my home.
Okay.
Fuck that.
It's just going to be me and Lumi. It's not going to be anyone else.
Okay, well, let's ask the question.
About Rusty.
Saying, yeah, that's a good question. What about Rusty?
No Rusty, Michelle? You're not going to take Rusty with you?
Obviously, Rusty's coming too.
Oh, you didn't say his name. I mean, you mentioned you and Lou. Just got to ask.
I gave the information to Patty so she can check into it for herself.
She's nutcase, Michelle.
Are you talking to Patty again?
No, I've always been talking to Patty. Someone sent her the video that Stan sent me so she can watch it herself. I told her to get into it and check it out.
Approved.
See, she unfortunately kind of shot her wad with her program she's on now. So she may not be eligible because she...
Why the fuck did anybody work?
I'm going to come with that right there.
Andrew, pack your fucking job in.
I'm on the cusp. I'm on the cusp.
Come to America, you can get a house, a telephone, your bills paid, food paid. In fact, so much food stamps that you can even flog some on the side.
There you go.
And boom.
There you go.
Call me old-fashioned, Tiger, but I wouldn't know how to do that. But I will give it, if you direct me in the right direction, I'll do that.
I don't know that direction, but
I believe this program was created or made more accessible under Donald Trump, actually. So
Michelle, can you do one of your COVID tests? Because you are being very, very blow the nosy.
Very lately.
what's that?
And it's since you went out shopping.
Cold for a while.
Sorry. It's just my nose is running. I think it's either
No,
cold or
Michelle. What Tiger said was you should do one of your COVID tests.
Anyway.
Have you got some at home, Michelle?
She don't want to know. She don't want to know.
Michelle, have you got home COVID tests at home?
I don't have COVID, trust me.
Do you have any other tests?
Do you have the tests, Michelle, is what she's asking. Do you have home tests?
I have the tests, but they expired already because we didn't use them. They expired in August.
Well, you might as well just do one for the sake of it then.
Yeah. Come on, it's content.
Do it live.
Do one. That's great content.
Live,
do one
yeah.
live.
I think it's just guys. I get these every year in the wintertime. The nose runs, the weather's changing. It's something that happens every year, so it's not something new.
I don't believe the North American smoking be affected by
You get COVID every year?
I think we're all gonna probably have it.
No, but I do get cold every year.
I had it on this show. There's a sound clip of me saying, I think I'm dying of COVID.
Is that a real thing, though?
The doctor told me that they used to think COVID was like a respiratory problem, but now they've found out it's a vascular problem. That's why so many people are getting clots and heart problems and stuff.
You're talking about now with the situation with the mRNA vaccines, which turn out are killing a large number of men. As discovered by the Department of Florida's Health Department, Surgeon General's own report for his own research. Yeah, it turns out the mRNA vaccines are not exactly the best.
Did they make you get the jab, Andrew, for your job?
Yeah, I had no choice. I had two, but I will refuse to take a third. I will refuse to take a third. Because I don't believe in it.
No, I haven't been anywhere,
No,
actually. I've been home most of the time.
You did go shopping, Michelle. You could have touched something and put your fingers in your mouth.
It's true.
Yeah, but I don't...
It's not that bad. Well, when I had it, it wasn't that bad.
See,
but don't forget, that's also how the cold is spread, too.
I presume I've had it. You know, I just say to people, yeah, I've had that old COVID thing, you know. Yeah, everyone's had it, you know.
I'm dying of COVID. There you go.
Well, Tiger, you convinced me.
And
actually, for those of you who didn't know, that they are no longer giving out the free tests, in case you didn't know that.
No, that's not true, Michelle. I just saw a commercial the other day that a number you could call and get 8 tests per month for household. Yeah, I just seen a commercial the other day for it.
I just hate. I mean, when you're a kid, it's different.
Still giving them out.
Yeah, they're no longer giving out the free tests.
What a waste of money. I guarantee you 99% of people still have those tests sitting in the cupboard. I've got mine.
It's just government funding.
That's so true.
I didn't take any of mine. I've got about 8 tests sitting in there because there was 2 sent out, 2 batches.
I got 4 tests, but I never used any of them yet. So...
The way I see it is, Michelle, it's like when you're a kid, obviously they're genuine diseases like measles, mumps. That's fine. I get that. I totally get that.
Don't forget the measles vaccine wasn't always effective either. There were several additions to the measles vaccine that over the years were perfected finally to the ones that we have now. The most successful vaccine of all time was polio, which really did have a positive impact, making polio less and less of a childhood nightmare.
And that did work.
You
I
can
will
thank
give you
Dr.
that. I will
Salk for the
totally give you
polio
that.
vaccine, which was really major improvement in the quality of life for youngsters and teenagers, because now polio is just about eradicated. Unfortunately, because of the anti-vax movement, now more and more cases of polio are starting to show up again in people.
Yeah, I will say one thing, right? Well, two things. And one thing is, I think you shouldn't be so anti things that are against your kids that we've had before in our lifetimes. Okay, secondly, we didn't know anything about these so-called COVID vaccines. We didn't know nothing about it. It's almost like experimentation.
But remember, in the case of the the polio vaccine, please understand it has been out since it was released, and it has been very effective. It wasn't fast tracked through the system like the COVID vaccine was, which
No, it was tested for
Been
what, a
perfected,
year?
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
so polio vaccine has a long successful track record. I'm sure back in the 1960s when it started showing up on available for people, they probably had some questions too. But then the FDA was doing their job to properly test the vaccines,
Mm-hmm.
and they weren't so much worried about trying to fast track something through the system. With proper clinical trials, this is something that they didn't do with the
Thank
big
you,
C
Glitchy.
vaccine. And
Yeah, I just don't think it's right to just force this thing on people.
I was reading Kelly Judges
You know,
recently.
I definitely don't. I think it's wrong. You know, I think
Good
it's
for
totally
our
wrong.
country's morality
Agreed.
because the period, man.
I've had to take it. I've taken it. Well, not have to take it, but in
Right.
terms of if you want to work,
Mhm.
you have to sort of take it. You know, not
Yeah.
have to, but you have to generally get the needle in your arm and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
I mean, thankfully, it was fine with me. It didn't. I don't think it's
Right. You've seen no side effects from it. You don't think your stomach, Andrew, when you had your stomach issues, that could be.
And
tough.
also, like you
know
said,
something,
let's not
Paul?
forget
I actually did go
the
down that route in my mind.
the
And I
DT
really did. And I think
vaccines for dysphoria and tetanus and German measles. They were given usually all at the same time for pediatricians to children. Have really seriously helped with a lot of children with measles and diphtheria, and of course tetanus. And that was
Michelle, I never thought I'd have any issues with my system, whatever. And suddenly, all of a sudden, I was getting these bloated stomach and feeling sick and throwing up, and I thought, this is not.
this is
anything
this
I've
is
done.
after you took the big C shot.
The second one, yeah, the second one.
Okay, there you go. Because that was another thing that they said was there were also traits was health issues such as blood clots, associated mostly for women. The men most likely head towards cardiac arrests.
Well, thanks, Michelle. You've really just bucked me up.
Yeah, blood clots are a big thing about with the C word injection.
I remember that Johnson and Johnson one. A lot of people were having problems with.
Yeah, Johnson & Johnson was known to cause the most of blood clots.
Mm-hmm.
So the point is,
I don't want any more. I'm not getting any more. I'm not getting the booster or anything.
I know. Yeah, same.
I've done my part. No more. I don't want nothing else in my. Because it's not really been tested enough over a time.
It definitely hasn't.
wait till it's only 10 seconds. Talking about the slow mode on the computer. It's only 10 seconds long.
Why did you turn it back on, Michelle? You turned it off. Why did you put it back on? I don't get why you.
I never turned it back on. It was on the whole time. It was on yesterday too.
I know. I mean, you turned it off though for one day, but then you turned it back on. Okay. Yep. Your show, you know.
The reason I have slow mode is so that those spammers
Hell?
stop spamming
You don't have.
me.
Yeah, it's really not a bad thing sometimes, Michelle.
Oh,
Especially
God.
if somebody's seeing stuff like that. You know? No,
So,
you know what I mean.
Michelle,
5 seconds tops.
Are we doing karaoke Friday or Saturday night?
I could try, but I don't think you're gonna expect. Don't expect that to be part of it.
That's fine. That's quite all right.
That was the best thing ever you've mentioned.
Quite all right, Michelle.
Because I got a feeling Ed is gonna sit there and make a misery out of everything again.
Down to 5 seconds.
No, but surely.
Because, like I told him, I said, Ed, next time you want to change a program that's already planned on, why don't you plan ahead and tell us this in advance so we can try to make some adjustments? Because some of the stuff requires setting up, and you need to work with us.
This isn't. I mean, you got it all sus now, haven't you? You know what you're doing. Yeah. Everybody knows what they're doing. Paul hasn't got to spend another 40 minutes or
we should all be set up. Good to go.
Good to go, Michelle.
We're all set up, good to go. We don't need to do anything.
So, what songs have you got? I mean, you know, they're not all just old songs, are they?
Well, here's the thing, you guys. Here's the thing. What you can do is you go to YouTube, any song you might want to consider singing, just type the song name and then karaoke after it. So anything on YouTube that has a karaoke song or video for it, Michelle will be able to play for you. Like there's set list. Yeah, we have it. So the screen will be on Michelle's stream, you know, with the words and all that. You'll still be able to see Michelle. The video will be up, and you'll be able to hear the music. So it should
all right, but we don't just want some people singing as well.
Said anything about tonight. I haven't heard anything from Skynet about tonight. We usually do a night show anyway on Friday. We don't have anything like. Now we're talking about the karaoke.
It's not Friday, Michelle. It's Thursday today.
Thursday. Yeah.
That's all I know is that tonight, more than likely, we're going to be driving the truck again. Maybe playing some more Warcraft.
Friday, Saturday, Michelle, you must have major.
Andrew's so happy he's off work. It must be
it's
CashApp. The weekend finally is here.
How's your cat, Andrew?
She's fine. She's actually literally sitting right next to me.
How's her lump?
I'm sort of giving up on that.
Is it still there?
It is still there, but
wasn't it just hair though, Andrew? It's not like a lump, you said, right?
Yeah, apparently
the hair, right?
It's just tufts of hair.
So it's like
have you got a comb? You couldn't comb it out.
I tried that. I even bought a thing off eBay. It was like a cat hair conditioner that you could rub into their body and stuff like that.
How long is your cat's hair?
To be honest, it's quite short. Honestly.
Huh.
Because short-haired cats don't get knots, really.
Yeah, that's weird that she'd have that. You know, Andrew, I had a long-haired cat, and it would get knots sometimes, even no matter how much I brushed it. And I would just have to go underneath it and cut them out very carefully with the scissors.
Oh, I did that before. Remember, I told
Rusty's got thick fur, but he gets a little mats in his thick fur, and I have to.
Yeah, I didn't really want it to hurt her or anything like that, you know. So.
Yeah, of course not.
Yeah, but Rusty's got real thick fur, Michelle. You should brush some of that out.
You got to brush them every day.
Yeah, because there's a lot of undercoat in Rusty. You can tell when you look at his fur.
Yeah, it's like it's not like smooth. It's always it's muffled.
Humpy, yeah.
Here's a question, guys. Right? Say if a cat had a really serious illness like cancer or something like that, would these still be running about the house crazy and jumping about like mad?
Yeah, in the beginning until it progressed.
No.
But that's not the case, though, Andrew. Again, you've already concluded that this was a thing of hair. It's not a lump.
I know.
Andrew, I agree with Wigtoe. I think it's probably a
Rusty has a thick coat of fur on top of his winter fat. He's got.
It's called a benign lump. Like it's not harmful. Yeah.
I think she'll be fine.
I mean,
Rusty is designed for cold weather. He's a cold weather cat. You can tell because he's got the layer.
He's a cold weather cat.
He's got the layer of subcutaneous fat underneath a very thick coat of fur. It has very high density.
I think that's because Stan said that when he went round your house, there was like a whole bag of cat food out for him. 40 pounds or something.
No, there's not a whole bag of cat food out for him. I put out a handful a day. So.
I could have a 40-pound cat.
He's the
Bella,
real
I'll
world
see you
version of
in a
I
few.
never
Garfield.
thought about that, big guy. I have an orange cat.
They can
Mine's
test.
huge as well.
Take a test, Michelle. I'm kind of with Tiger here. You've been
Yeah.
awfully,
Can we do it live? Do it now. Go
awfully
get one of
thick.
your old tests. We can have a bet.
Yeah, I just have a cold. That's all.
Well, why can't we do a test anyway? They're out of date.
Do one for
Those
fun,
Those bloody
Michelle.
tests are. I'm not gonna do those tests. They're not worth it. Anyway,
Let's just do it for fun, Michelle.
Already pooped.
I got a doctor's appointment anyway coming up next week. So,
Definitely.
So why
Don't be
did
a
you
wet
want the
tissue.
tests for?
test score. I don't know.
You need to blow again, Michelle.
I don't know how to even describe this thing. It's like it's still there. The lump's still there, but I mean, you can touch it and she doesn't even respond. But if
Is
you
it
touch
hard,
it-
Andrew?
In other
well,
words, it's not sensitive.
no, sorry. In this case, no.
So it's got fluid in it. You're thinking, or is it just the hair? Again, Andrew, you're saying it's just hair.
Oh,
so
come on, you guys pretend to be vets. Stop it.
All right. The point is, Bella. The point being, back to the topic. The original question Tiger asked, "How's Bella doing?" Bella's doing just fine.
She is doing just fine.
Yeah.
She just does her own thing. It's just like when you come back and
Well, that's what we like to do, Andrew. As you know. I mean, when we want to, come see you.
I don't know
guys.
why you won't do a test, Michelle. It's
What
just
us
something to
cats
do.
do,
It's fun. You've never had a COVID test. You could do your own. Come on.
Even if it's expired, it's still for fun, Michelle. Just for fun.
I've
How
had
do you-
loads of the damn things.
yeah, but how can you give? Yeah, so have I. Yeah, we've had.
Every time you want to go anywhere, you have to have, like on a cruise, you're going to have a COVID friggin' test. Not that I go on loads of cruises.
I would just save my old ones. Yep, here you go. See
Don't tell lies.
I've been on 2 this year. I'm not going on another one. That last one I didn't enjoy very much.
Did you? As we
Oh,
say,
I think you rather see me blow my nose in the clinics and have mucus dripping out of my nostrils.
Sorry, Michelle. We were talking about Bella and COVID tests and
Excuse me.
Tiger Katie escaping on cruises and things.
Yeah.
So what
So,
I would
Tiger,
do, Andrew,
well,
as far as for your future cat carers, why don't you see if we can talk to one of your local vets that does mobile vet services?
Oh my God, Michelle! Do you think I've tried that?
You talked to a
I
couple of them,
really
you called
have.
them up. Somebody suggests
Now,
you should
Bella
talk to
doesn't
an
like
agricultural vet.
Travel. She's not a traveler. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm
And the
saying.
one
Is the
thing
vet
that
can actually
really-
come to your house.
Yeah, but you. Oh God, that cost like £200.
Yeah, I know. It costs extra pounds. I know it does. But at least you don't have to worry about having your cat trying to claw you to death when you're trying to shove her into a pet carrier.
Yeah, but I mean, he seems fine. But the funniest thing was, right, the other day, right?
It wasn't
I've
fine
never
that
told-
day.
I've not told anybody this. I actually called Bella Michelle by accident. Like, Michelle, would you stop it?
Aww.
Honestly, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. I know I'll make a lot of silly comments and things like that, but
Okay, we're doing a little thing in the side chat. If you think Michelle's got COVID, then Michelle will do the test and we'll all know.
I'm not
So
doing.
I'm
I'm
gonna
not.
go.
no, we can't. do
I'm not wasting
that.
my time on that test. That's just
No.
ridiculous.
1 for positive, 2 for negative. I'm going to go 1.
Because first of all, I don't do
I'd say
anything that will
one
put.
just to get
Honestly,
yourself out of
seriously, I don't put
situation.
do anything that will put me at risk for that anyway.
Why? I don't see what you're scared of with that test. You don't have to shove it right up your nose. You do know that, don't you?
Even if
You're not
seriously,
tickling your brain.
even if for
Can you
some
imagine
reason,
Ed trying to give her the COVID test?
guys, even if
Probably end up strangling her by accident.
it still wouldn't change anything because even if it was ever positive, it still would just be doing the same shit I'm doing now.
It's just something to do, Michelle. It's like, oh, interesting.
Right now, I gotta figure out how to fix the steering wheel on my truck game so I don't keep going too damn fast and falling off the bridges.
Oh, there's a cat.
Is that Bella?
No, Bella's like sleeping.
Sound effect board.
I promise you, Bella is sleeping.
She sounds like she's in heat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Bella
Bella
was
fixed,
like,
Andrew?
yeah, she was 6 at 6
Yeah.
months.
You got her scooped out?
Yep. She was,
Yeah.
she was sewn up and tied away.
Fair enough.
I'm going to get my dog done. I've decided I'm not going to breed her.
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
How old is Yara?
guys,
Isn't she
we
3 or
have
She's
11
about 8
people
now.
on here.
Oh.
I
So-
got her when she was 4. She was
So
a
this
rescue.
afternoon we will be
Oh, that's the
playing.
best way to do it. That's the best thing to do.
Yeah, she's diamond. She's having a phantom pregnancy at the minute.
No,
That's what's made me
because
decide
I
to
don't.
do it.
My
guys,
neighbor's dog had the phantom pregnancy.
I don't even
so-
have that. I already know for a
That's
fact
weird.
because I get this every year.
No, it's true. So it really happened.
No, I know it's a thing. I'm just saying that's like weird.
It's a
Yeah,
change in
Yeah,
seasons.
she's got
that
milk
does
coming
it.
out and everything.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So, yeah.
Crazy.
So it's time
Well,
to get
anyway,
it
guys, here's the deal. I'm gonna try to get some trucking in this afternoon.
Michelle, can I say your trucking stream yesterday did fantastic. Broke records again.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it. It was a good
Did
stream, Michelle.
fantastic,
I'm glad you
records
did it
again.
live instead of a video, but then
Well, there was a lot of viewers that watched it.
That's what I mean. You broke records. So you broke records on the radio and now on your trucking stream. Things are going up for you, Michelle.
Yeah, we
And
also broken the records.
Donations have been rocketing as well.
We also broke records of how many times we basically ended up crashing in one single
That
stream.
probably, yeah, that broke records.
But
your donations are up as well. Come on.
the thing
I
was
slept
is
till
that
5
the,
in
I
yesterday.
appreciate shit when it's good. does she? She just moans when it's bad.
Tiger, I'm not saying a single word of that. Even though I just said it.
somehow it ended up being broken into 3 streams. The second was like 11 seconds long, so I deleted that one because it was worthless. No one was gonna watch an 11-second stream. The third part was also about 56 minutes long, so that's. The problem is I was still looking in the chat from the first stream. I didn't know we ended up going to a third stream. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the settings on Restream.io to have it try a bit longer before it gives up. I don't think it was Restream.io that gave up first. I think it was YouTube that gave up first.
Okay.
Yeah, you were a little rusty, weren't you? Yeah, because you haven't played for so long.
What fun.
Oh yeah,
What
and then
fun.
the very last in part 2 when they pulled up on the hill to park it for the day, Rusty put his stupid paws on the microphone or the soundboard mute or the audio mute button so the sound went out. So you didn't hear me basically wrap up the stream because you just heard silence. Because he wanted to park his fat butt right on top of my mixing board because it was warm.
Did you cancel WoW? Good thinking.
No, I didn't. I still got it. Oh, by the way,
Michelle, you should be doing that.
Dragonflight will be pre-patch is coming out on October 25th.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I've heard about that.
So October 25th is, and I just received the official word from Blizzard. They are coming out with the Dragonflight pre-patch. So,
I don't understand you, Michelle. Sometimes you're so intelligent, and then silly things. You just blow my mind how silly you are.
Yeah, well, I like to be able to play the game when I want to play the game.
You haven't played it in months.
No, I cracked it open a few times. Trust me, I've been in there a few times, but like I said, it's more fun playing with other people than playing by yourself.
Secret playing and not going live.
Vapor wanted to play on another server, which I set up for, but then he never managed to come back on and play. So
he was here last week, wasn't he? Or this week?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he was on this chat last week.
He was.
There you go.
Why would I want to cancel Restream? That makes less sense to cancel it.
Nothing. All right. Yeah, I thought you were gonna play back in September with Vapor and Koku Kachu.
Yeah, we were going to, but for some reason it just didn't materialize.
Yeah, either way.
Oh wow.
You'll get there eventually, Michelle. I think it comes out December, November, the Dragon Flight thing. So you'll be back on it then, huh?
That way, if anybody does want to play with me, either on Windmaster Core or the Thunderlord, because those are two servers I do play on retail. I think maybe I can get Mikhail over to Dragonflight. She's like a level 54.
3 weeks or so, 3-4 weeks. It's been a bit.
I think Shadowlands was a
back in there.
friggin' dumpster fire. Honestly, I didn't like Shadowlands at all. I really didn't like it. I kind of liked it, but there was like over there in Bastion is like there's so many places to fall off and die.
Here we go.
Bastion has so many places to fall off and die, and that place is a death trap.
We've talked for how many decades? Not decades, but maybe almost over a decade.
You can't cross.
About
Yes,
a
Gidgy, on retail you can.
Yeah, here we go.
Now I reckon.
All right, and, okay, Herman.
Oh my
Knock
god.
it out with the soundboard. Tone generator. Yes,
Sorry,
I know
Michelle.
on retail you can do that.
See what optic it took. Yeah, pretty high decibel level on that one.
I have to admit that would be kind of interesting if I could actually get all my characters to play together. Like if I can get all my Blood Elves play together and my few Alliance characters play together. I know the different factions. I have enough characters. I can start my own little baseball team.
Yeah, but that's not World of Warcraft.
Between all the Alliance and Horde characters I have, I can put them all together. I can have a little baseball team.
Feel along.
So,
come on, Michelle. We're at dog frequencies here. Come on.
Does anyone else get annoyed by the soundboards? Yes, me.
I don't really think about them, Michelle. I've been here a long time.
I find them fun.
Yeah,
in fact, they're part of the show. They always have been. So it's like,
yeah.
Does anyone else get annoyed by the soundboards? Is that what?
Recto says I only tabletop game. What is a tabletop?
No, get you.
You mean like Monopoly, Scrabble, games like that?
No.
I'm asking Wigto. Now I'm not asking you.
No.
It's Soundscape. What Soundscape?
No.
Okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up for this few minutes. So I can chill out.
Michelle, what are you doing this afternoon?
All right. So
what you got planned this afternoon, Michelle?
And then I'll play. And then this afternoon, I'll probably be playing some games this afternoon.
Alrighty.
Okay. So first for the panel, I'm gonna talk to the panel later. I'll see you guys later on. Okay.
All right. Bye.
Take care,
Bye,
guys.
everybody. Have a good afternoon.
Right.
Likewise. See you soon.
Okay. Bye, bye, guys.
That's my favorite one.
Okay, I'll leave the call so you guys can talk amongst yourselves. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good with this one. Then
All right, so that's that. I'm gonna try to get some World of Warcraft in sometime today. I'm gonna try to get some more trucking in today. There's no easy way to set dead band on the game to better work, but the steering wheel. But there's something called linearity. I don't know what that means. What does that mean, linearity? Does that mean that you can change the control to act more like logarithmic instead of I don't know. But anyway, that's that. I'll see you guys. I play coop games. They have solitaire modes. Okay. Alright, guys. I'll see you on Discord and stuff. So, you all have a nice day, okay? Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. This is like a 16-inch grinder. Hope you're hungry because you're gonna be eating a lot of it. No. I don't need them. Why would I want to have to put money
Well,
into
I know you don't need it. Well, because you might want a big whopper.
These
I
are the
don't know.
real deal, baby. These are real.
But you wouldn't want, you've seen Rosie's. I mean, they're massive.
I know. I know. But then again, we also see, like, other people that got those things. What happens is after you get to be a certain age, everything sags. And of course, we have the tools of trade, the fame, the calendar, the clapper. Let's call the spirits back real quick.
Gauntlet 1. Versus. Fight.
That's how we take care of those pests.
Ow! Oh, that's gonna hurt. Alright. And thank you very much for watching. Stay out of trouble, guys. I will see you tomorrow morning, normal time. Yep. Okay.